Hello! Welcome everyone! Yeah! We're here! The new Randan Wangtan Bang Pan Bonpa is upon us. So, let's get to it, shall we? Hopefully I'll enjoy it as much as Danganronpa, man. I am feeling worried, you know? The usual worried that I feel about this sort of shit, about how I love Danganronpa so much. Even made emotes of it. It's kind of like, you know, I don't want it to be an Octopath Traveler 2, although it's not even the same as it might be. So this game kind of has a lot to live up to. Because this game is basically your new Danganronpa. And while Atelier Ryza 3 did, you know, pull it out and was really good, I enjoyed it by the end. I'm really hoping not to feel like, you know, downtrodden about like how this is, because I'm going to be comparing it constantly to like Danganronpa and shit. How I feel about everything. But yeah, no, this is fun. This is fun. Hopefully it'll be good. I'm glad to see they're still making work at least. Master Detective Archives, an interesting title. Raincoat. Press any button. Let's do it. Options? Options. Minimap display type. Minimap display on. Feature on. Brightness seems fine. Camera. Yeah. For now, I think this is all fine. English, yes. I don't have that kind of controller. I have to. Sure. Special control. Let's go for it! Any difficulty settings or anything? Tractatus de Monstrum again? Thing reminds me of like Luigi's Mansion. Boo and shit. Is this who? Hello.
Oh look! A human! It's been a while!
Yes.
Anyway, that was a good nap. I nearly slept through the whole thing. Let's see... Alright, there's something I have to do first. Okay, human, listen up. First, I'll have you select your difficulty.
Oh, there we go.
Choose wisely. Complain about it later, and I'll boom kill ya. Now then, display the options.
Lenient. Release me.
Oh, you sure about that? Don't say I didn't warn you.
See what you got.
You want to know what difficulty that is?
Hardest?
The one you selected is how difficult yours truly will be on you. I'll be as difficult with you as you wish, so I hope you're ready. Though, to be honest, it's all the same no matter what you pick. I'm your lenient, mean, troublesome, adorable partner, after all. So, are you ready? Do you want to start for real? Do you seriously want to start? Seriously? For real?
Are you Junko? You Junko? Is this Junko's voice actor? Is this what's her name? Are you kidding me? That's quite. I mean, she's very good anyway. But I feel like it might actually be Junko Enoshima's voice actress. What's her name? What's her name? Not Erin Fitzgerald, that's not him. Amanda Celine Miller? Is that really who I think? Not sure if it is. I don't know. I don't think it is. Who am I thinking? Sorry, it's just very interesting to me when they have a story-heavy game, like who voices what. Yeah. Presumably is her. I'm guessing. I don't know. I don't even know the name of this ghost thing. I better not leave it hanging. Not for real, yep, seriously, don't start.
Aw, you're not gonna start? Guess this is goodbye then. I'll delete your game now. Bye!
What happens to you when you delete the game?
Just kidding. You can't end things here. So, what is it gonna be? Are you gonna start or not?
I don't want to capture. Not for real, yep, seriously. I feel like yep, seriously is the correct one. Because that'd be a follow-up on the start. And a start for real is a gimmick. Let's go start for real stuff. I'd like to explore.
Huh, guess you're really here for it. Sounds like you're just dying to solve some mysteries. You just can't wait to go on adventures with me, right?
I'm gonna kick myself when I find out who it is.
Humans are so weird!
I feel like I know.
Well, let's get this started. It's time to embark on my lovely, thrilling, wonderful, mystery-solving adventure. Let's go!
You sure? What about the seriously? I would have thought the seriously would be a follow-up to the first one. Okay. Oh well. Chapter 0. We're on a boat. Massacre on the Amaterasu Express. Murder on the Orient Express. They're taking some Jane Austen vibes and shit.
Whoa! What's going on? Wait. Huh? Where am I?
This is like the male Kaido.
Ow.
Oh no, Kyoka Kirigiri, that's it. The male Kyoka Kirigiri. Like if Kyoka Kirigiri had a younger brother.
Who? What?
Please stop doing that. Hey, Voidcrow, welcome, hello. How are you? We have a conversation about shared love for Danganronpa. I remember seeing you the other day in a chat, but I'm afraid I can't remember which chat. If you would like to remind me. Good to see you. Have you started this game? Have you playing this?
Huh? Why? How?
This is the very, very, very beginning. In case you don't know.
I can't remember anything. Does that mean...
It's about Atelier, of course. And now I remember. It was in Retro Guardians chat. Oh, welcome! Hello. See, I remember some things. It's always hazy, isn't it? But it's good to see you. I hope you checked out Blue Reflection. Let me know how you feel. And stuff. I'm also a big fan of Danganronpa. So I definitely talked to people about that as well, and this is the new one of them, as it were, Spike Chunsoft. Specifically, not Spike Chunsoft, but the devs that left Spike Chunsoft to make their own stuff, meaning that.
Do I have... what was it called? Amnesia?
Hopefully I'll be able to do another Gustober. It is a month-long thing I like to do in the month of October that I did last year. That is all about playing my favorite Atelier and Blue Reflection games. So hopefully I'll be able to do that again. I mean, it requires me to save time for that opposed to like doing other things. So I don't know. It depends on my what I want to get on with, but I would like to be able to do that.
All right, calm down. Take a deep breath.
This guy, to me, sounds like Lucian Dodge. Not sure. I love playing the guess the voice actor game. I don't know if you like that. I really enjoy trying to figure out who's voicing what. That's a deep breath.
Dang it! I can't remember anything! Where am I? Who am I? Why can't I
Thanks for an hour
remember?
today. Wanna stay here? You reach your point out. That's so cute of you, Boy Growth. Lovely to have you. Thank you. I hope you're enjoying it too. I'm good to hear that you're playing this. You're a fan of story-heavy games too? I love games like this that are not visual novels per se. Like, let me explain. I'm not a fan of games like Steins Gate, but I am a fan of this, Danganronpa, AI Somnium Files. You know, I'd even probably have been a fan of Zero Escape if I didn't watch them first. Games that have enough gameplay in them whereby I feel like they should remove the shackles of the stigmatism behind visual novel, because a lot of people, for good reason, don't like the idea of playing a visual novel because there's no gameplay. When Danganronpa style games and things like this often have really great gameplay, and I love like the trial sections. I don't know if you played Danganronpa or watched it, and I love the, you know, walking around the areas and figuring stuff out, and the puzzles and Zero Escape and all that sort of stuff. That makes it, that sets it apart from like just being purely story. If that makes any sense.
Inside your pocket.
This voice actress, oh, she's so familiar, but I'm not sure who it is.
Huh?
Check your belongings.
Who's
I
there?
feel like it's Amanda Celine Miller, but I'm not sure.
Am I hearing things too? I lost my memories and
music
now I'm
already.
hearing things. What's going on? Ow! Oh, what now? I can't catch a break.
The style is very reminiscent of like V3 and also Soul Hackers 2 if you played that.
Check my belongings. Huh. An envelope. Notice.
You gonna read it? Yuma Kokohead, you are hereby dispatched. In the Special Autonomous Zone of Canal Ward. Dispatch duration indefinite. Use the enclosed ticket to board the Amaterasu Express. That was the name of the title. The Kanai Ward. Rendezvous with the master detectives on site. Upon arrival, proceed to Nocturnal Detective Agency. Well Detective Organization, Kanai Ward Branch. There you will receive further instructions and something else. You probably read it, but I just wanted to make sure.
World Detective Organization Human Resources.
That's at the top on the map. Yeah, good, fantastic. I'm so glad. We have so much in common. That's awesome.
Dear Yuma
I also really
Kokohead,
love the Danganronpa OST.
you are hereby dispatched to the Special Autonomous Zone of Kanai Ward. Dispatch
You
duration
might notice some of my emotes are
indefinite.
Danganronpa inspired. They're basically my waifus, along with Mikan. I like having a waifu in every single game.
Use the enclosed ticket to board the Amaterasu Express to Kanai Ward. Rendezvous with the master detectives on
So,
site.
without going into too much detail, after your first hour, do you feel comfortable that this is basically taking the place of Danganronpa? Do you feel like, alright, I'm on board, literally, because it's a freaking train station? Or do you feel like you miss Danganronpa a little bit? Because I'm very concerned. I want to love this game, but I put Danganronpa on such a high pedestal that it's like, I know I've been here before. Like, sometimes it doesn't live up to my hype, and I'm just, ugh. So I'm a little tentative, but you know.
Upon arrival, proceed to the Nocturnal Detective Agency, World Detective Organization, Kanai Ward Branch. There you will receive further instructions. Go forth, proud detectives. Eliminate all mysteries from this world. Yuma Coco Head? That's my name?
That is quite the surname.
Thinking on it, I guess that sounds right. That's right! I finally remember! My name is Yuma!
Pretty sure this is Lucian Dodge. Not sure.
I'm Yuma Coco Head!
Sounds a lot like. I'd be surprised if it's... But I have been wrong plenty of times. A cool intro. I like that. Bit of a splatter.
But what's this about a world detective organization?
And he has the Ahagi, eh? Because he's the MC.
It sounds significant. Am I a part of it? If
Yeah, that's
that's
very
the
Lucian.
case,
His cadence.
am I a detective?
Which is pretty cool to have.
The far seems pretty interesting. It's still at the beginning, so gotta play more.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. And I hope they make more Danganronpa games. Yeah, indeed.
I mean, if this is Danganronpa, sure, I'm all for it. And I'm always someone who loves to see more of what I love. I understand, but I can never get behind when someone says, "Oh, I just love the way it ended." It's like, what do you mean? I want more, damn it! I mean, I am one of those. I feel guilty, especially about like the way Danganronpa V3 ended, which I actually quite liked the end. I don't know if you played much. Presumably you did. So I'll talk a little bit about it. Because obviously they were trying to send a message, and certainly some people got the idea that the message was, look, we understand that this is a popular franchise, but we don't want to be held back to rights to it for eternity. We're creators, we're artists. We want to live our lives too. We want to be able to make our own things. And I don't want to like chastise and lock them up saying, no, with a whip, you will make more Danganronpa games until you die. Like, you know, I don't want to do that. I love their work. I trust them. I want to see more of them. But yeah, no, I'm with you for sure. Like, I love seeing more Danganronpa. And to me, one of the strongest messages behind that V3 ending was that, and the whole idea of like what is real, what isn't, is that even though fiction may not be alive, it is still real. It's as real as much as it's been conveyed by someone. It's thoughts of people, it's work people have done, and this work has a message, and maybe not. Or this work has a way of putting a smile on people's faces. It is powerful. Fiction is powerful, and it can be used for good. And it's not, because I remember, like, it's out now a few years ago since I played it, because I think it was like 2018 or something when it came out. But like, I remember feeling quite strongly about how there was a sort of a sentiment that just because fiction isn't fact, just because fiction isn't alive, doesn't mean that it's worthless. It's still worth investing in and, you know, enjoying and going through and doing. You know, it's powerful. It sends a message. It has a lot about it.
It seems I was supposed to get on a train. Or at least, I think so. Master detectives? Am I one of them? Could there be someone who knows me on the train? Here's the ticket. Let's check the schedule. Hey, it's almost time. Well, I should get on that train. I'll find out more about myself if I meet someone who knows me.
Yeah!
Attention!
Before rushing off to the train, let's start with basic controls. Walk around and explore the room. Carriage controls. Oh, hello.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I recommend moving the camera around to explore this room. Alright.
Oh.
This is also the Switch exclusive, and I was struggling to find space on my Switch, but I'm glad I managed to make it. It's 14 gigs. Places with an examination marker can be inspected. That's good. I'm glad they have clear markers. Make sure to investigate areas of interest.
How to write this down?
You can fast forward and auto advance through dialogue. Cinematics can be skipped.
Gotta stay in that detective mindset.
Detective points, DP. Funny, because I recently played a game called Labyrinth of Refrain and Labyrinth of Galeria, which are dungeon crawlers, and DP meant something completely different. It meant Donum points, which is basically your magic power. Can be earned by conducting detective activities like investigation and gathering info.
Sure hope you got all that down.
Earning DP increases the detective rank. Maybe something cool will happen when the rank goes up. Skill points +1 memory cap. Or DP means a higher detective.
Don't you forget.
Well, I mean, I'm not the best at remembering everything off the top of my head. I am dyspraxic, but we'll go with what we can. Icons on the minimap mark the next objective and or people to talk with. Yay. Oh.
A toy robot?
Hey, it's BJ!
The label says
No worries.
lost items.
I thank you for letting me know. I'm just happy that you're here. Lovely to have your company. But yeah, I hope work goes well. And it's lovely to have you, Lark. Thank you so much, man. Great to see you. Toy robot looks sturdy and label says lost item. Items scattered on the shelf. Also, I do apologize. My controller is doing this really weird thing. I tried breaking off the button that kept doing it. That whereby it would want to make captures quite a lot. So there's going to be quite a pop-up or two on the top left. Items scattered on the shelf.
Bags, hats, and books. A lot of stuff has been placed here.
Umbrellas.
Why are there so many umbrellas? The label reads, Lost Items Temporary Storage.
Back of the room. There's something in the back, but I can't get through with all the things in the way. Stuff might fall if I try to move it. I better not go back there. It's actually varied, but because I no longer have a strict schedule per se, and I've been streaming a little later because of the heat, and I don't work well when it's so hot, so I've been streaming when it's cooler. But is there any time that might be better for you? Because I always like knowing, especially if you have an interest in coming back and such, to accommodate for that and to know. So if there's a preferable time that you would like to see me on, you know, I would more than happily take it on board. But for me, like, what is it? It's now 9:42 p.m. because I live in the UK. So it is kind of on the late side. I would probably, on an ideal day, want to stream from 4 p.m. onwards, but obviously I've been doing other things. I had a nap during the day, I had a shower, I did some video work for YouTube. So it can vary.
This is...
I'm kind of open for feedback on that. There's a cardboard box here. I can peek inside through the hole, but it's too dark to make anything out. I often suggest, like, you know, I like the idea that following someone, well, not everybody gets to enjoy Twitch for as many hours as I do. Following someone helps them know when they're on, whereby if they had a strict schedule, you kind of know when they were on, regardless of when, you know, whether you're following them or not. Like for me, Retro often streams in my late morning to early afternoon sort of times. He pretty much streams fairly consistently at that time. And I know bigger streamers, when you have a bigger sort of audience, you're going to want to cater for that. I want to make sure. But for someone small like me, I feel like it's almost an advantage sometimes to be more flexible, because, you know, like I haven't really found my audience yet, right? So by being able to stream at different times throughout the day, I might even be able to find new people, like today, you, and all that. So I feel like there is benefits to both situations. But yeah. I think the safest bet for most of my streams will be around 4 p.m. for me. 4 p.m. GMT. So that's 5 to 6 hours before. I think that's everything. I just can't see anything else.
I get it. The place where I was sleeping was in fact...
a ward? The cleaning room? Storage. Oh, umbrellas. Station's awesome. I'm talking about Strange Station.
That's right. I've been sleeping in a station's lost and found section.
Do I get more bonus points for getting that right?
But why
sure
was I
do.
sleeping here?
Hey, rank up!
Did I faint? Or was I attacked? If so, then who did it?
Attention passengers departing this station direct to Kanai Ward on the Amaterasu Express. Please board immediately.
Like how they have the reference to
train will
Amaterasu.
depart soon.
So many Japanese games love talking about Tsukihime and
I have to get on that train. I better hurry.
okay. You have a ticket. Is that what that form we saw earlier was? He knows where the train is as well.
I'm sorry. The Amaterasu Express will now depart.
Wow. Got there just in time. Hell yeah.
Normally don't work at this time. That's probably where I am saying stream. I usually work like 12 hours for now. Oh, cool.
But
Made it in time.
does it mean that when you work is the best chance for you to be on Twitch? Or because I certainly don't normally stream it. But of late, the last few days it has been. Because like I say, it's summer and the heat. Like it varies. But yeah.
Thank you for choosing.
These
the
days I've certainly been
Amaterasu
streaming more
Express
later
direct to Kanai
than
Ward.
before.
Our train utilizes Amaterasu Corporation's state-of-the-art technology for an automated, safe, and comfortable
cool.
service.
That's good to know. 12 hours earlier, so 9 a.m. Wow. That's 9 a.m. for me. Yeah.
There is no crew aboard the train. Thank you for your understanding and support.
That would be probably too early for my stream.
Automatic? So nobody's driving this
But I can
thing.
understand why Retro is perfect for you. Because Retro would start around.
This train has 5 cars. It will operate non-stop to its destination. Food and beverages are available in Car 2. Restrooms are available in Car 1 and Car 5. In case of an emergency, visit the backup control room in Car 3 and contact Control Headquarters via the intercom. We hope you enjoy your trip aboard the Amaterasu Express on your journey to Kanai Ward.
Also, this sounds a lot like Sean Chiplock.
So there are 5 cars. This must be car 1 at the front. I'd better find the other detectives and meet
Who
up
also
with them.
streams. I watch him. He has a fellow love for certain games as I do. We're both big fans of Etrian Odyssey, which was the game I was streaming just for this one.
If we use this...
The notebook menu has features and info useful for investigations. When info gets updated, it'll be marked with a new marker.
Oh, and my native language isn't English. Oh, no worries.
I like to also speak Spanish. I don't know.
What's your native language?
Maybe if... Are you from the East, perhaps? Because that would make more sense if your time is like earlier. I'm just trying to picture with like a 9 a.m. for me time. Maybe even Europe. I don't know.
Portuguese! Oh wow, that's so awesome. You might know Spanish then, but I know Portuguese.
I've looked into Portuguese. I would like to try learning it. I actually have a goal, a sub goal for for Duolingo, to do the Duolingo lessons in Portuguese, to try and learn Portuguese like I've learned Spanish. But I don't know barely any Portuguese, unfortunately.
But yeah, no, that's cool.
I also used to watch a Portuguese Shadowverse player. I remember the name now. Like, it's so funny seeing some of the similarities between Spanish and Portuguese. Like, Spanish, there's tengo, which is I have, and in Portuguese it seems like there's tenho. Also, could I show you briefly, because you're not going to be here for it, what my outro looks like? I just want to show the outro video for a sec. You might like it. Ah, that was the wrong button. Let me show you the outro video for a sec, for the stream.
Ah, I'm being silly. Sorry about that. But yeah, there it is. I just noticed I was muted. Thank you. I appreciate that. It took about a week to do everything. To try and place. I really tried to capture the music with the movement of like the various different parts. I mean, I know some of it is slightly out of place and it's hard to get everything perfect, but I really like trying to like, you know, the way Sylvaria and Valkyria Chronicles, you know, faces and the way the birds and what's that? Arising of the Shield Hero prance about left and right. I really tried to like match together because I love the choreography side of things. I'm not good at it, but I have so many ideas, and I was just really happy to, because I'm not really an artist from like, I don't have really the skills for it, but I have ideas. I was just happy to be able to put that onto paper and combine a tune I really love, a Portuguese tune. Hopefully you understood it. With some of my favorite games and things that I've ever watched and played. The only game I've not streamed from that outro is Ridge Racer. Every single other thing you can find some form of content, mostly on my YouTube, but also perhaps on my Twitch with like some of the highlights of them. Yeah, I'm glad you liked it. I'm glad you liked it. Yeah, so I love, you know, all of that. And having an Arab background, because my mother's Iraqi, and having her learn Spanish and such, and learning about Silva and Sylvans and the Silva family in Portugal, and the Arab roots that are there, and all of that. It's been an eye opener and a lot of fun to learn more about that sort of area, and the history and everything. So yeah, I have a lot of affiliation for it. Actually, there used to be a guy called Pear Tree. He's from Brazil, and he would come over to watch a stream sometimes. He knows Portuguese. I don't know if he'll come around at all, but yeah, no, a lot of affiliation for that sort of like part of the world and the languages and all that. And like, mi favorito idioma de inglés es español, pero yo necesito aprender más. For example, por ejemplo, but I need to learn Portuguese as well. But I don't want to learn Portuguese until I make that goal. That is a goal that I want. Actually, I should put this in the thing. It's in my title, but I'll write it here. Because I did pretty much all of the Spanish course, at least at the time that I did it, because I'm pretty sure they've added a lot more since then. But at the time that I did it, I finished the Spanish course, and I'd love to be able to do the Portuguese course. But yeah, and that's why I have it written there is lessons 91 and stories 108. They may have added since then, and I'd happily go through all of it, but that's one of the things actually I was trying to do. And I actually found a few fellow streamers that way. I found Faye Morgana that way, who might be on. I found Significance. I found Rachel Undercover. All these sort of other small streamers like myself, which were doing Duolingo stuff. It was a good bonding experience as well. You know, it was really nice to be able to talk with people and be able to have people like yourself or even Spanish speakers better, you know, to be able to speak the language, and then I can practice understanding the language. And like, if I ever get round to the Duolingo thing, then you might have an interest in seeing how I do and whether I need to be corrected on this or that, which, you know, obviously I'd happily welcome because I'm trying to learn. You know, it'd be cool. It'd be cool to do that someday. Anyway, the notebook menu has features and info useful for investigation. When the info gets updated, it'll be marked with a new marker. Interesting. Yay!
Yo, check!
In case files, you can see an outline of the ongoing case and next objective.
Whoa, this
In
stuff's
Save
vital.
Load file, current progress can be saved, or the game can be started from saved data. How convenient this modern world is.
You definitely want to remember this.
You can save whenever Master is able to walk around freely, but there are some exceptions, so be careful.
And that's a wrap.
In options, game settings can be adjusted.
Okay. Yeah, I already saw the game settings and like the camera and stuff. There's that. Sorry. Rest call 1. Restroom. I mean, sure.
There's a sink and toilet inside. This must be the restroom. There's no one inside it right now.
It gives us more point. Thank you. else is? How do we get the menu? Ah. Oh wow. Oh, I see. So as long as I press the options, or the plus I should say actually, on the Switch controller, then it will pause everything. Very interesting. Right. All these question marks everywhere. Ah.
If you're that lost, why not check your notes?
In case files, you can see an outline of the ongoing case and what to do next. After a case is solved, you can review the summary.
Interesting. Yuma awoke in a room at the train station with amnesia, and his possession was a notice from the World Detective Organization that stated his name and orders to be dispatched to Kanai Ward. So he hurried onto the Amaterasu Express just as it departed. On the Amaterasu Express, there was evidently a number of master detectives who could be considered Yuma's colleagues. Talking with the master detectives might have yielded information about himself. With this in mind, Yuma set off to explore the train and meet up with these master detectives. I guess we'll have a look at
Use whatever you gotta to get the job done.
In Profiles, information about the characters can be viewed. Pick a person to switch to the information screen.
Uh-huh.
Burn it into your brain.
Personal info is shown on the character information screen. New and updated info will be marked with the corresponding markers.
Sure. Master Detective with amnesia. His small build is unsuitable for physical confrontation. A lack of self-confidence results in a tendency to frequently complain. However, he possesses a strong sense of justice and selflessly tries to help anyone in need. Huh. Cute. You don't know his birthday or blood type. Or talent. Okay. We can walk in here. Can we even run? The restroom window looks fixed in place, so it can't be opened. I don't see any detectives through the window. Time to move on. I can see my blue reflection in the perfectly polished mirror. Still not used to it. Does that relieve my face? Okay. Oh, there's a... Oh, no.
Excuse me.
Hello? Anyone here? I guess there's no one here. Okay. There's something I could... Can I run? I know what run button is.
I see a clean-looking bed. This is probably the infirmary. It's locked, but there's no one inside. Huh?
It's locked. Yeah. The infirmary seems locked. I can see inside through the window, but there's no one there. I wonder why it's locked. What are people supposed to do if they get sick? Supposed to glean from that, am I? I don't know. Main control room B.
It says main control room B. The door is locked and won't open. I see a driver's seat in there, but no one's inside. There's a machine, but it's not on.
Where's that? This looks like main control room B.
Besides,
No one inside. The machine's not running. Maybe it's not going to be used right now. Either way, the door is locked, so I can't go inside. I should look elsewhere. So look around this car a little more.
it's a map of the train. The first and last cars can control the train. The rest are passenger cars.
Okay. Sure. This is a door out. I want to be opening that. wonder, can I? Can't look through that window. Try.
It says main control room A. And the door's locked. It won't open. There's a driver's seat inside, but no one's there. The machine appears to be functioning. That must be the automatic operation device. Driver's seats on both sides of the train. I think that means they can go in either direction.
Well, it certainly can be looked out from either.
Oh. I kinda sounded like a real detective there.
Nice.
There's a warning on the door.
Yeah, because it's dangerous to open a door to the outside when you're in a moving train.
Please keep your hands clear of the doors. For your safety, doors will remain locked while the train is in motion.
Okay. There's this guide map. I don't know if it makes any difference to look at this one than the other one, but it can't hurt.
It's a map of the train. It won't open. I guess that's obvious. This is the front car. The nose of the train is just beyond it. If it opened, I could fall off.
Okay. Oh, I don't know. Can you go back up to it?
Huh?
Now let's do it.
Someone's there. I heard a voice behind the door.
Right. Huh. Oh.
Excuse me, are you with the World Detective Organization? You are, right? You're master detectives, aren't you?
Aren't they just the same as you? Initiates?
We are. But who are you?
I'm with you. I think I'm also a master detective
think,
of the
huh?
World Detective Organization.
A boy like you? Master detective of the WDO?
It seems like it.
Seems like it. Like hell, dumbass!
Oh god. We got Mondo Awado on our ass.
Huh?
A runt like you, a master detective? You're just shooting your mouth off. You look like a shriveled anteater.
Anteater?
What's the meaning of this?
I don't know.
You got a lot of nerve posing as a master detective. You wanna die right here, right now?
What? Is this a criminal offense or something?
Wait, please hear me out. Oh, right. I have proof that I'm a master detective.
A letter? From the World Detective Organization? It's real. There's no mistake about it. What? Are you serious? Looks
Pipe
like there's
down.
a reason behind this. Go ahead and tell us. I'll allow it.
Right, thank you. But there's really not much to explain.
Right.
And that's what happened.
Lovely. Well, that was like a fade to black.
Amnesia.
That's a different game.
Looks that way. I was hoping one of you would know who I am.
Apparently not.
No way. We're on the same team, but no one knows me? Then who am I?
Coco Head or whatever. Yuma, yeah, there it is. Yuma Coco Head.
That's what I want to know.
That's what we all know.
Besides, even if the letter is real, you may not be the right recipient.
Okay.
Why do you suspect me?
There is a reason why.
Yeah, but if the reason is he doesn't look the part, then why the hell would he have got himself caught up in all this? If the idea is that he's harmless, then why would you be so, like, clearly you're looking in the wrong direction.
But first, do you know what the World Detective Organization is all about?
Detective? Detectiving? Never done this?
A little bit? I think I remember a little. Or not.
Aw.
Guess not. So you called yourself a member without even knowing.
I mean, he wants to get on.
Yes. Sorry.
This thing keeps capturing, taking captures, and I don't want it to.
Well, I suppose it's a master detective's duty to shepherd the lost.
Okay, then do that.
Very well, I'll tell you. Maybe you'll regain your memories after hearing what I have to say.
Enough with the preamble.
Thank you.
We didn't hear anything. What the hell? What? There was nothing to be had.
Let's do things logically.
Where do you think you're going? You need to listen to me first. Right. I need to talk with him first. Okay. I guess. Any other things we can, like, peruse, interact with, sort of thing? I don't necessarily care to talk to the other guys. I just want to see if there's any other objects.
Let's do things logically.
Where do you think you're going? You need to listen to me first. Guess there isn't.
Listen up. The World Detective Organization is
an organization for world-class detectives.
An extra-legal, extra-privileged organization devoted to eradicating the world's unsolved mysteries.
Basically the same.
Their branches exist throughout the world, and their investigations are handled by master detectives. As of now, there are roughly 1,000 master detectives in the WDO. All have powers specializing in investigative work.
Powers?
They are supernatural powers used in investigation.
The ultimate!
Known as forensic fortes.
Okay.
People who develop talents such as clairvoyance or mind reading. They train at the organization to harness these special powers, which aid in their investigations. Those who manage to gain a forte are recognized as master detectives and given a detective deed.
Right.
Which means, if you're a master detective, it should say so on your license.
Detective deed?
It's an identification card. Check your pockets.
I don't have one.
If you don't have a detective deed, you ain't one of us. Even if you got one, I'd suspect it's fake anyway.
Damn, some of these voices are, like, familiar, but I can't place them. Not yet.
Oh, hold on! I'm not trying to trick anyone!
Pardon me. He seems to be the only one accused of being an imposter. But how about the rest of you?
Oh, wow. Turning the tables.
If you require he has some sort of proof, then the same would apply to everyone here.
The hell'd you just say?
He has a point.
She's right. Everyone here has just met for the first time. Naturally, we would doubt one another.
Huh? First time? So, you guys don't know each other?
Master detectives rarely meet together. we each travel the world on our own, solving cases. I've never seen so many gathered together for a case like this. We thought all of the summoned members had shown up and were about to start introductions. Then you walked in.
Alright.
I see.
Good, he has a knack of not being too late.
Well, let's start the introductions. We'll include the tardy one as well.
What? You still want to do introductions? With the imposter too?
You stop.
It's vital for us to ascertain each of our identities moving forward. All the more reason due to this perplexing circumstance.
Perplexing circumstance? What does he mean by that?
Now, let's begin.
Okay, so before we actually do this, I'm feeling like retro over here and I need to go pee. I've been drinking too much water, so I'll be right back. I have a little bit of a break screen, and I'll see you in a bit. Okay, we're back. Alright. Let's see who they are.
I'll go first. Allow me to introduce myself.
Zilch?
I am Zilch Alexander.
Zilch like in zero. Actually, I could go get a throat strepsil thing. Since this is going to be a heavily voiced game, which may ask the streamer, that being me, to do voices. I better make sure my voice is ready. Zilch Alexander. Sure. Goes well with
I'm
Zero.
from the Southern
chapter.
Forest Preserve District's detective agency.
His name is Zilt.
They call me Nature's Mediator.
Nature's mediator. God, he's full of himself.
I love people, nature, and the harmony between them.
And you have cat ears. Or other kind of creatures' ears.
However, there are times when some would attempt to ruin that harmony. My specialty is in handling those people.
Okay.
Have you heard of the chain of mysterious murders surrounding the dam construction at Souls Lake?
Soul Bad Guys Lake?
Rumor has it that one
Rumor
by one,
has it.
everyone involved with the dam's construction died, all cursed by a sunken ritual site. It was a once-in-a-century difficult case. The one who solved it was none other than myself.
Very nice.
There wasn't much to it. The culprits were locals who wanted the rights to the dam for themselves.
You sure you got the right people?
The strange part is that all 52 villagers were in on it.
52?
They all kept their lips sewn shut to protect the secret.
That's awfully close to 53. That's all I'll say.
I'll let you figure out what that means.
I actually didn't pay attention to that. Can we have a transcript? I was too busy making Danganronpa V3 reference. Is there a transcript at all? Oh, there we go. What that means? It means that you're taking direct inspiration from Murder on the Orient Express by Jane Austen, which I already, suggested.
When harmony between man and nature is disrupted, disaster strikes. That is one thing I have learned as a detective.
It's such a weird thing to say because, for one, men is a part of nature, no matter how much we make technology and such. And two, man already does an awful lot to damage the harmony. Not much of a harmony. But yeah.
Nature's mediator. He does look like a good detective. Though he suspected me, he still gave me a fair chance to explain myself. He looks a bit intense, but maybe he's a good person.
Maybe they're all good people, or maybe they're remnants of despair.
I'll describe my forte as well. I'm uncomfortable exposing classified information regarding investigators, but this is an emergency. My forte is animal investigation.
I feel like this voice is in AI 75. I can't bloody place it.
I can control animals as I wish and recruit them for my inquiries. Quite fitting for the philanthropist that I am. Though useful in many ways, I mainly use it to gather intel.
I had like a
It
list
allows
of
me to
all
survey
the
a target
old
while
characters in
remaining
AR Summoning
undetected.
Files. I could say which one it is.
As a basic rule, I can only control four-legged mammals. Less intelligent animals are easier to control.
That's why you got these weird ears.
I often use mice. They're the perfect animals for undercover investigations.
So what? You Gundam Tanaka? Remember the 4 Dark Davas of Destruction?
Unfortunately, I can't show it off right now.
I've already
because
seen
there
Gundam
aren't
Tanaka.
any mice on this
Cool guy.
train.
Not only is he a good detective, but he also has those powers.
He's Gundam. He's our new
really
Gundam.
is impressive.
That is all from me.
He's the ultimate breeder.
With love, I yield to the next person.
Thank you. Left to right. Hello, you.
An introduction. Introduce myself. A subjective observation of one's own self-image, explained objectively.
Are you okay?
Did I do something that caused you concern?
I mean, you're very robotic in your way, girl.
No, it's just you seem to be having difficulty introducing yourself.
I rarely have a need to do so, so I was considering what approach to take. After all, is there such a thing as a self in the first place?
I mean, yes, even if you think a human is more complicated than that. But what do you think? What are you, Jockey Nanami? Are you actually just a computer program?
All I am is a bundle of nervous tissue reacting to external stimuli. If I had to, I guess I'd call myself Poochie Laughman.
Okay. Yeah.
So, your name is Poochie then?
Like Gucci.
Names are meaningless. A method
No,
of
they're not,
arbitrary
otherwise they wouldn't be
labeling
used.
for self-recognition. Symbols for categorization. Nothing more.
So that's their meaning. What the Names are meaningless. Here is the meaning. Let alone history. Let alone family ancestry. Let alone, like, culture. Whatever.
To that end, it serves the same purpose as a detective deed. Or so I, Poochie, believe.
Yes, but you, Poochie, need to learn.
She seems a bit odd.
I mean, I like her. She's cute, but, like...
Most of the World Detective Organization's work is investigating unsolved mysteries. I was trusted with many bureaucratic investigations. My clients are mainly enterprises and politicians.
Is she like, because she doesn't have much of a personality, some sort of like peculiar shapeshifter of personality, so she can kind of like smooth talk anyone sort of thing? I don't know.
Depending on the client, I use my forte to see if the transaction party is trustworthy.
Oh, you're a sniffer dog?
My forte is known as audio aptitude.
Okay.
When I concentrate, I can hear anything from distant
Okay.
whispers, footsteps, and even heartbeats.
If a tree falls and no one is there to hear it, did Poochie Labman?
No one is safe to speak of their secrets when I, Poochie, am around.
Oh, then did you hear anything suspicious at the station? Maybe we can figure out what happened to me.
Unfortunately, unless I focus my efforts on listening, I'm unable to hear things far away.
She didn't. There's the answer.
Oh, I see.
Constantly listening in on all sounds leads to a sensation of my physical boundaries within reality dissolving away.
I mean, that's basically how I use my MP3 player. When I, have to do adulting, I'm not good outside. So, having my own specialties of dyspraxia and Asperger's and God knows what, I'm not good in public places, so I will use my sound sense to help block reality in the form of an MP3 player.
My already tenuous sense of self starts to vanish, which is why I tend to close my ears unless I'm using
She's
my
basically
powers.
describing how I feel about just interactions with the public.
Being blessed with powers sure comes at a price.
I mean, just different forms of Asperger, because then count me in.
Did she always act in such
They're
a
acting
strange
awfully
way?
savant.
Or
Although I'm not
did it
savant.
develop after she obtained her forte? Regardless, she definitely has a distinct air about her.
That is all I have to
She
say
very
about
much has a
myself.
savant nature about herself. Huh? Even more.
Oh,
Dyspraxia and stuff.
Oh, that's cute. Yosh. Hello. Oh, you're sweet. And you defended him! You liked him since then. You liked him since the moment he entered. Oh my.
This part of her seems a bit more normal.
Are you kidding me? God, I wish girls would react to me like that. Never mind.
Hey, young man.
Me?
That's right. Come here. Stand before me.
Hello.
Why?
Because your head is about the same height as. Oh wow.
Whoa. What's going on?
Wow.
I'm measuring you.
Wow.
Stay still for just a second. I'll be quick. Thank you. That was quite educational. That outfit fits you well.
Oh, well, that was certainly unexpected.
My name is Melanie Goldmine. My home is rather far north from here. Up there is a branch with detectives adept at spiritism. I was also active there as a medium.
This looks very strange, all that different color.
A medium?
I can summon the souls of the dead by using my body as a vessel.
Oh my. That's freaky.
Summon a soul? Can you summon anyone who has died? Like, for example, the victim of a crime?
Is there going to be some time expiry relevance here?
Yes, of course. But there is one condition. I require the clothes that person wore while they were still alive.
So, you are expecting him to die? Is that why you were so thorough with his clothing? Oh dear. Also, it seems that there is no time expiration.
Only by wearing their clothes can I summon their soul. Hence why my powers don't work on people smaller than me, or if the person is far bigger. Overall, the size must match.
Well, that's not very helpful now, is it? Is that why there's several versions? There's several spirit mediums? Yeah, right? Like, she was talking about how up there is a branch with detectives adept at spiritism. So there's a... You stream doing... Yeah, I stream all days. But yeah, my times. But, I imagine... that to overcome the specific nature of her talent, they have a bunch of different people of different sizes that are all spiritism specialists, so that they can cover every possibility.
Also, I can't abide outfits with no fashion sense. Filthy, reeking clothes are always out of
Oh
the
my
question.
god, girl, you're doing your job. This isn't a fucking makeover. What the hell is it?
That sounds more like a preference than a condition.
Yeah, exactly.
Clothes make a man. They reveal all
And a
about one's
woman, I
livelihood.
would guess.
Like
Since you're wearing
skin
them
worn
too.
over skin. That's what clothes are all about.
It's funny, you have a girl that doesn't care about the background and the various depth of names. And then you have another girl that's so the other way that she cares about clothes as some form of identity
actor and stuff. Yeah.
Consider that when compared to bare skin, clothing has a greater surface area seen by other people.
Are you sure? That depends on what line of work you're in.
Therefore, clothes are an expression of a person's identity and originality.
Oh, I mean, I feel that. I absolutely feel this. I'm very much about this sentence. Because to me, it's like nobody, not me, not you, not anyone, has the time, the talent, the energy to do every single thing they love. In a lot of cases, we just simply can't emulate what we admire and appreciate. But that doesn't mean that if we weren't of that talent, if we weren't of that time dedication and all of that, that wouldn't be how we would want to do things ourselves. And I often look at taste as a way of almost explaining to people and expressing to people how you would do things if you had the opportunity yourself. So like my favorite music, my favorite tennis players, my favorite sports, my favorite whatever, that is what I wish I could do, but this person is doing it vicariously instead, and I get to kind of like express myself by saying this is my favorite. In other words, if I could, this is how I would do things. I definitely feel that. Taste is associative to expression, is associative to identity, and allows you to reach further than your limitations. So, yeah. But not just clothes, everything.
You ever think about how you've never heard of ghosts being naked?
I don't really think of it in that way, but
Ghosts wear clothing because those clothes are a part of their identity.
Now that you mention it,
I thought it'd be more because ghosts may well be taking form in the presence of the memories from other people, and since other people only saw them in the forms that they are dressed in, therefore that will be the form that the ghost manifests itself. But whatever.
That's why, despite your amnesia, I can tell the kind of person you are just by looking at the clothes you wear.
Oh god. I wouldn't read too deeply into clothes, girl. I don't really care for them too much.
really?
Whereas I do care a lot about other things.
Your uniform is undoubtedly an official one supplied by the WDO.
Okay, so what does that bloody say to him? There's something generic and boring.
And I found it fits you perfectly after measuring your size. I don't think it could possibly belong to someone else.
So therefore you are an official member of the DWO and they knew you would be a part of it. Is that what you're saying?
Which means I really am a master detective?
Because you were sought after.
Am I one or not? I can't figure it out without my memory coming back to me.
That's all I have to say. I'm the medium detective Melanie. Nice to meet you all.
Is this Shiromi Lee, perhaps? Quen? No, she's married.
I'm Mayfex Logan.
You're a what?
The detective branch in the eastern slums.
That why you got a weird spider mask on your face. Where's your twin, Aphex
They call
Logan?
me a master detective now, but I'm originally a broke, illegal immigrant.
Okay.
When I was a kid, I was in an upstanding home, living an upstanding life.
Is this Stephen, who?
My parents were lawyers who never tolerated injustice. They should have left well enough alone with that local mafioso.
Yeah, I think it's Stephen Fu.
Because they went after him, they were murdered.
I like Stephen Fu.
Their necks were cut open,
Ah,
right in front of me.
I don't like gore. I don't like gore at all. That's... And I really don't like games that glamorize and like MK and Doom, the glamorized gore. I'm not a fan. I mean, I don't mind Danganronpa, and I love the fact that Danganronpa has pink blood. There's like only very rare situations where Danganronpa goes beyond it and has red blood, but I usually don't like gore. Which is another thing why I'm like so amazed by games like Danganronpa, is because they made something that I could have easily not liked and turned it into something I absolutely love. It's kind of like how I feel about Neon White, another game I absolutely adore, because they turned FPSs into something it was my game of the year last year. I loved it. Fantastic, everything about it. The anime, the art style, the music. Oh, the music is brilliant, as far as I'm concerned. The beauty of the worlds, and the Moorish nature of the gameplay. From going from bronze to unlocking the gifts, and now you have the gift to look through, and each one of your future attempts, you have an eye out for the gift, till you get silver, and then you have a ghost of your own to race against, till you get gold, and then you have effectively the ghost of the game with the level hint, and so on, till you get plat. It's just very, very, I think the game was brilliantly done. And some of my favorite games are games which, if they weren't done by those people in that way, I possibly would have not liked them at all. Makes me more appreciative of those games.
I ran away to protect myself and jumped on a ship at the port. I didn't know where the ship was going. That was the moment I threw away my past.
Most fighting
my
games
home.
are a perfect example of a discipline that is really fun and enjoyable, and you know, has a lot of good in it, you know, without needing to indulge in a gore fetish like MK does. I really like Tekken, I really like Guilty Gear, I've been enjoying some Street Fighter 6. All those perfectly reasonable. Perfect. MK. Monster.
I drifted to the slums and did everything I could to survive. I managed to survive until now.
Yeah, this is definitely
to
Stephen
luck.
Fu. I managed to survive until now. It has this exact cadence. This is Stephen Fu.
With my natural talents, I was able to become a detective. But I also wanted revenge. I can't stand evil. But even if you ain't evil, I'll show no mercy to those who stand in my way. If I can't figure out the difference between the good guys and the baddies, then I just beat up both of them.
Oh, great. Lovely to have you.
Kill or be killed is my motto.
Crazy.
He looks scary, but that's not all. I think there's a deep sadness within him.
Clearly. He's doing everything he can to not face it. Well,
I can't share details about my forte. Just know it's kind of like radar.
That's all you're
They're
going
the
to
ultimate.
tell us?
You got a problem with that, you tiny runt?
Not at all.
You sure are a frail-looking kid, aren't you?
yeah, but beware. How is he here being frail, huh?
And pale to boot. Like disaster's got its claws on ya. You sure nothing weird is haunting you?
Interesting you say that.
No way.
A detective's gotta be tough. How about a little training?
There's a whole manner of different forms of training.
First, you'll need to get used to stab wounds. We'll start with an ice pick, then scissors, then a fruit knife.
What the fuck? Also, what happened to cut and bash? Sorry, that's actually an Odyssey joke.
No thanks.
Don't be shy, runt.
No, really, I'm fine.
Too bad.
So far I know we have Stephen Fu, Lucian Dodge. There was Sean Shiplock on the Tannoy. It's a good cast. I wish I could recognize some of these others. I feel like that might be Chiramuli, but I'm not sure. Oh, hello. Here. Oh,
I am Zange Eraser. I come from a detective agency on the
I
front
come from a
lines.
London under, where women go and men blunder.
Perhaps you expect an introduction, but I have nothing to say.
Well, you just said things. No, I don't think that.
Let the past melt like ice in an evening's drink. That's how I live my life.
Why are you so significantly older than me? I feel like you're going to be the first twist in the tale.
My forte is thoughtography.
Not meaning to
I
be
can
ageist,
transcribe images from my memory onto electronics.
but it is kind of odd. That's pretty cool.
That's all for me. There's no need for any further explanations.
Yeah, we wouldn't want to know about your past, would we?
There's clearly something extraordinary about him.
Okay. Is that all? Oh, you begin.
Lastly, it's your turn, Yuma. Aside from having amnesia, is there anything else we should know about?
I still can't remember anything.
If you really are a master detective, then you should have some sort of forte.
I have no idea.
Oh, young man, are you sure you don't remember? How about the kind of clothes you usually wear? Or brands you like?
You can feel me up again if you like. What?
You only inquired about clothing.
Maybe you'll remember after a few punches to the head.
Hold on!
Aphex, stop that. If you knock him out, he won't be able to speak. The perplexing circumstance we faced may have something to do with his memories.
Yeah, I'll do that.
That's right, I was wondering about that. What do you mean by perplexing circumstance?
Well, you're clearly Rantaro, mommy. I mean, what? Because an ultimate survivor, Rantaro, mommy, couldn't figure out, presumably, what his things were either.
Did something happen?
Yeah, you woke up.
Well, something unexpected has occurred on our trip.
Also, is this music by Masafumi Takada, like the Danganronpa?
The number of people is off.
Oh, great.
The number of people?
One too many?
I, Hoochie, heard from the World Detective Organization that the number of master detectives on the train was...
One too few. Because the other one is specialist in invisibility and they haven't shown themselves and they just observe everything.
precisely 5.
Oh, it's the alphabet. So it's the old guy is fucking odd one out.
5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 of us.
I also heard from the WDO that 5 master detectives will gather
Yeah, because
on board.
this elderly gentleman is not part of it and doesn't even have the right gear or anything I suggested from the beginning.
Hence why when you called yourself a master detective, I was honestly surprised.
I knew this job wouldn't be easy, but there's already a mystery before us.
Yeah.
This is getting exciting.
It's obvious what's going on. There's an imposter among us.
It's not me. I think.
How about we contact the WDO and find out? It could be a mistake.
This is a test to see if you're good enough to be the members. Kind of a brutal one, perhaps, because what is the guy gonna do?
It's no use. I can't reach them. There's no signal here.
Baptism of fire.
Who could the uninvited sixth guest?
You!
It's obvious. I'm the most suspicious. Especially with my amnesia in this situation. Could I be the imposter? And I just can't remember? I am the sixth one here.
Yeah, chronologically.
Alright, I got it. Hey, since you're all clueless, I'm gonna tell you my extra sharp deduction.
You may speak.
He's gonna say that we are it, but he's an idiot.
Why would I need your permission? Whatever. Way I see it, the run here ain't the imposter.
Oh, okay. Good one. Oh, that fooled me. Did you think what I think, the old guy?
Huh?
It'd be boring if the most suspicious one is the culprit. The run must have been attacked by the real culprit. The memory loss is a side effect of the attack.
That could well be it.
And the imposter's motive? Why would they attack Yuma?
To take his place and hope that he didn't join the train. Trying to think about their abilities again and what ability is most likely to help will be noticed.
To pretend to be a master detective and replace the runt on the train. The plan was going smoothly. The runt suddenly woke up. He got on the train right before it departed, and the results stand before us. Obviously, the imposter miscalculated. The runt's gotta be tougher than he looks.
Oh, that's a surprisingly proper deduction. And I thought you'd be the most useless one here.
Why, thank you.
Wait, what?
In other words, I was knocked out of the station because someone attacked me? But I don't think I've been injured.
Excuse me. My deduction is slightly different.
Let's hear it. I'll allow it.
Thank you for allowing us again.
Stop acting like we need to get your permission.
I suspect that the entire situation is a test designed by the World
Well,
Detective
that is something I've already
Organization.
suggested. I don't know if I was very clear about it, but what I was saying just a minute ago was about how this is the first test, and this is a brutal baptism of fire. Yeah, I said the word baptism of fire, didn't I? That's she's talking about the baptism of fire I mentioned.
A test?
A WDO exam officer has disguised themselves as a member
Oh, okay.
and is ascertaining our skills here.
Well, it is considerably older. I'm glad that it's a WDO exam officer and not someone we have to kill.
If that were the case, Yuma here could possibly be the exam officer.
No. The old asshole.
Me? An exam officer?
Again, he's not talking like at all, is he? He's the one that's like constantly trying to be out of the conversation every single time.
Bring it on! I don't care if it's the WDO or a hitman. If you want to test me, I'll show you what I got.
No. Stop it. Which one is it?
'Cause it's a game!
There.
What are you trying to do?
For now, I'll check to see if there are other uninvited guests.
Oh, sorry.
I wouldn't want any
I have my
accomplices
own
lurking about.
soundboard. So I have Monokuma's,
'Cause it's a game!
and then I have other ones too, but I haven't used them in a while. Oh yeah, and to welcome to the stream, Boy Crow. I think it's this one.
Hello!
There's that. So I have even like dang on stuff there.
And how are you going to do that?
Like this.
But what I don't know how to do is to make them options for channel points. I would do that too.
Let's go!
The radar. That's what he said was like radar.
What? What was that? A weird feeling overcame my whole body.
No signs of the enemy.
I thought that was the once over you got from Melanie.
Turns out there really are just 6 of us on this train right now.
What did you do?
No worries, Funkuro. I'm sorry too, but it's been a pleasure having you. I hope you enjoy the game.
I used my forte, life detection.
Yeah, that's what it means.
I can detect life in a 50-meter radius and pinpoint its location. The mechanism is a trade secret, but I can say without a doubt,
I'll probably be
we're the
later
only ones
at
on
the
this
end of the
train.
stream. I'll probably do a little bit of Street Fighter as well.
Talk all you want, but who can
But I
verify
don't know
that
when that
you're
is.
not lying?
Usually, of recent, it's been I've done like 3 hours of my main game, and then I'll do like maybe an hour of Street Fighter or something.
We're never gonna get anywhere if you start doubting everything. Use your own damn powers to figure it out then.
I see. So fortes come in handy at a
No
time like
worries.
this.
Thank you. Thank you for being around.
It's lovely talking to you.
In that case, there's someone else with the power that can confirm if other passengers are on board.
Well, if we don't know what power that is, then it's probably Yuma's. But we already have this one. This power is fine. The radar. As far as knowing if the other passengers are. Why would it be you? Not as the imposter. Vochiaki was the imposter, if you remember. But what was her ability again? It was like a liaison officer. Bureaucratics. Excuse me, my friend. Probably did double lozenge. What was her ability again?
Poochie, would it be possible for you to verify what Aphex said is true?
What specifically do you want? Oh, about being the only ones in this. Oh, because you can sense sound. So you can sense the sounds of people breathing and so on who are here, huh?
Yes. I, Poochie, was contemplating it at the moment.
The thing is, you can't do things in retrospect, right? Isn't that what you said?
Even if someone is hiding, my audio aptitude is able to detect their breathing and heartbeats.
And what is her voice? I know her voice is.
Shall I try?
Yes, please.
Hey, what's with the gloomy little girl? Don't tell me she's motion sick.
That's what her power looks like.
She's using her audio aptitude to check if there are other passengers.
Oh, really? Well, that's
Honestly,
great.
audio
Go
aptitude
for
is
it.
something that I
You'll
am
prove I'm
pretty
right.
good at. I'm not going to be crazy like her, but I am pretty good at voice. I am pretty good at detecting voices. I'm pretty good at knowing notes. I don't know the notes from a musical standpoint. Like, I can't tell you necessarily which is A, B, C, D or so. and I'm pretty damn good at locating notes and such. I've always been known to have a really good ear. My parents always gone about have a good ear. There have been situations where my parents will have a conversation and I'll just interject, and they'll be like, "Oh, like he can hear us. Oh, great." So yeah, my hearing is my best sense. Better than my eyes, which is like freaking. My nose is also pretty damn good. I'm pretty damn good at being able to smell when food is cooked to like a relatively close amount. But like I have so many problems. I'm very much an extreme person in terms of like I have so many like deficiencies, especially when it comes to motor movement. Like dyspraxia, a huge part of dyspraxia is motor senses and movement and stuff like that. So like I'm really clumsy, things like that. And then my eyes are bad, and yeah.
Shut.
Huh?
Shut up, you brain-dead idiots! Pardon me. Would you mind quieting down for a bit? I need to concentrate.
So you do have a personality under there. That's cool. Let's see more of that.
Huh?
Wow. Zilch's belongings, most of his belongings, blah blah blah.
This sensation.
I mean, Zilch is one of the
when
main.
Aphex used his powers.
So giving us a clue and like, oh, we're gonna talk about Zilch because he's gonna be around for a while. So it's obviously he's not the imposter. It's the fucking old guy. I said it already. It's like a reverberation.
Somehow, it feels like I can hear what Poochie hears.
You're a hive mind?
Does no one else hear it? What's going on?
Or are you the hive mind? And these are you're the leader. Huh, cool. Okay. I mean, it makes sense. You're on the MC.
I finished. I cannot hear the heartbeats of anyone besides the 6 of us here. Though one could hold their breath, they still cannot stop their heart from beating. In other words, there's no one else on this train. I, Poochie, guarantee it.
See? I told you so! Sorry for calling you gloomy earlier, little girl. You know, I'm glad you've confirmed my findings, but aren't our powers kind of the same?
No, not at all. There is some connection and overlap, but you can detect location and you can detect apps, not just people. And she can hear things. I mean, there's probably some overlap of use. There's almost going to be certainly some part of the story where sound is not the same as radar. We're going to have to discern between what is sound and what.
I can hear heartbeats from 500 meters away. So you're the useless one.
I bet there's going to be some alternate difference for radar. I can't necessarily think exactly. But radar isn't completely useless.
Quiet, you catty bitch!
Moving on, we've now got proof from 2 master detectives. We can say for sure that there are no other passengers.
We've also seen the powers of 2 of them, so we know that they aren't anything but master detectives. Although if the 6th person is, worker for the agency or organization, they may well have their own powers too.
Though one may be a lying imposter, the other's statement can still be trusted.
Why could one be a lying imposter and the other statement?
One of them an imposter. But Aphex and Poochie both use their fortes. I could feel them using their powers, so I think it's safe to say
same.
both are master detectives. But I'm the only one who can sense their powers. No one else seems to have the same experience.
So you are the one that tells us who is the odd one out, Yuma. You must decide.
Why am I the only one?
Because it's your choice to decide who it is. Know and decipher who it is. Hello.
What's wrong with you, old man? You gone senile or something?
Yep, he's the old man. He doesn't fit. He also doesn't have the same uniform, so he doesn't fit. He also didn't want to tell us anything about his past, so he doesn't fit. For the love of God.
Can you all hear that?
The sound of your impending doom? Are you gonna be a tutorial for me?
The sounds of a running train, the wheels of fate chugging along. In the same way, our fate continues to turn. This train will press on until we reach our destination.
So what you're telling me is, until I can find out who it is, and I already kind of think I know, this train will just go on forever.
No one can get off midway, including the uninvited sixth. Let's discover which of us is the caged bird in here. My fading detective spirit is revitalized once again thanks to this burning mystery.
Yeah, great. Look at that freaking picture he has. Behind there.
Not bad. Things are getting interesting.
You're joking. What could the imposter even accomplish? We're all master detectives here.
And yet we don't know who the fake one is.
I've used my power, so obviously I'm the real deal. The gloomy girl detective also passes. She ain't no fake. So, how about the guy blowing smoke, huh? Why don't you go ahead and prove yourself with your forte?
Are everyone's fortes actually useful for this situation? How does animal herding or whatever the fuck help in this situation? Especially if there are no non-human animals here.
How about it, you four-eyed fox detective?
I don't think it works like that, mate.
As I have already explained, my power involves animals. Without them, I can't use it.
Humans are animals, by the way.
So, you're fine being considered a suspect then?
As much as I hate to break it to you, because I would love to live an eternal life. But we are nothing more than animals.
You are free to think what you wish.
Unfortunately, I can't prove myself either. Without a dead body, I can't use my powers as a medium.
Now we've got two suspects.
Oh, really? It's gonna be as simple as that. If you're trying to look for an easy way out like that, Aphex, I'd say you're looking more suspicious than anyone, even if I don't think it's you. Because that's what someone in a situation like that would want, to find an easier kind of like way to suggest it. It's kind of like what Celeste did in her chat.
How about you, old man?
Trying to throw off the scent.
I don't mind showing off, but it won't clear any suspicions.
True, because if you can, I still believe it's you.
The sixth uninvited guest could possibly be a traitorous master detective with their own forte.
Exactly.
That's true.
That's absolutely true. Even though it does suck, because it means that all the work we've done up till now is worthless.
This
No end to this! To hell with it! Everybody line up! I'll deck you one by one!
Are you sure about that? You'll go 5-on-1? Are you crazy?
Whoever passes out is safe, got it? The real deal. If you don't pass out in one hit, then you gotta be the imposter!
What about you?
Calm down. Let's do things logically, like the detectives we are.
Pardon me. I suggest we investigate this, starting with the motive for the imposter's infiltration.
Reasoning, huh? Again, you are quite intelligent to think that the motive is a test in the baptism of fire, as I did mention and suggest, but I didn't think necessarily that included the person that's on, because they could have easily given you a baptism of fire with a real threat, like a vaccine.
The motive. One possibility is that it's a test from the World Detective Organization. Are there any others?
There's probably all sorts of hypotheses, but you'd have to brainstorm them. Or you'd have to green needle them.
There are.
What, are you swearing an oath?
You may speak. I'll allow it.
Thank you.
100th time. They need your permission.
The Amaterasu Corporation. They could be responsible for this.
Is that not the same as the WDO? I mean, obviously not, but I mean, like, are they not, like, part of each other? Because our letter has its Amaterasu Corporation on it.
And your reasoning?
Someone has been tailing me for the past few days. It started after I was first assigned to Kanai Ward. Wherever I went, I could sense the presence of someone in the shadows, but I could never catch them in the act.
This voice is like someone who isn't Kira Buckland trying to do a Kira Buckland impersonation.
It was getting annoying, so I tried to bait them out. I walked around town in my underwear, and at last, they revealed themselves.
Hold on. Did you just say that you...
She's Miuruma. Right.
Something the matter?
You're Miuruma! The ultimate inventor! Crazy psychopathic bitch that gets killed in chapter 4. Though I do appreciate her reasoning for her sad passing.
I avoid solving problems with violence, so I was unable to
I love
apprehend
Danganronpa too
them.
much. I remember all of this. You're fucking Miuruma. Literally what she did. And Gonta noticed, I think.
However, I saw them escaping in one of Amaterasu Corporation's cars with my own eyes.
Okay.
Why would Amaterasu Corp spy on you?
Are all the profiles going to be on the left? Has that been a common trait, or have some of them been on the right? Because I might have to move my camera.
Because they don't want Kanai Ward to be investigated. Perhaps this is the same situation. Which is why I think our uninvited sixth guest is a spy from Amaterasu.
Amaterasu.
The spy has only one goal, to disrupt our trip to Kanai Ward.
To Kanai Ward.
Hence why they are pretending to be a master detective among us.
Among Us! Are you kidding me? Fucking Among Us. Sus.
So you believe Amaterasu is involved. Not impossible, though your reasoning is somewhat lacking.
I do not see how escaping in one of Amaterasu Corporation's cars is proof someone is a company spy. Well, that's fair.
Excuse me. You keep talking about it, but what's Amaterasu Corporation?
You kidding me?
Ones who own this
Gotta
train.
explain that too?
I don't know why they go against the WDL.
It's fine. We can teach Yuma as we share information with one another.
What do I want to ask the Master Designer? I want to know about Kana.
We're heading to Kanai Ward. What does that have to do with Amaterasu Corporation?
It's fairly complicated, but Kanai Ward is essentially an Amaterasu autonomous zone. Previously, Kanai Ward was just another regional city. But as it was being developed by Amaterasu Corp, the city itself transformed. Factories, research labs, and affiliate companies were built. In no time, the whole place belonged to Amaterasu. As a matter of fact, Kanai Ward is essentially ruled by the Amaterasu Corporation. Political power has no influence there. Since it's so isolated, no one has been traveling to and from Kanai Ward.
Interesting.
Isolated?
Exactly. Because of that, no information has been getting out, aside from rumors of unsolved cases.
But we are traveling from outside to it. And we're being allowed to do that. Or maybe that's why we're being derailed, so there's some substance to the suggestions that Melanie has been offering. That they want us not to actually reach there. So that we don't become the virus, as it were. Don't infiltrate an area that wants to be left alone.
This has been going on for years, but the unified government has been turning a blind eye to the whole thing. This has been going on for years, but the unified government has been turning a blind eye to the whole thing.
The voice, bloody familiar.
This has been going on for years, but the unified government has been
Especially the
turning a
first
blind
part,
eye to
for
the
year.
whole thing.
For year. Who is it? It's killing me.
This has been going on for years, but the unified government has been turning a blind eye to the whole thing.
Why can't I place this guy? I know this voice. Fuck.
The Amaterasu Corporation's influence affects not just the UG, but the entire world.
I'm frustrated. Like, who in AI Somnium Files has this voice? Oh my god. Is it even AI Somnium Files that I'm remembering the voice from? I don't even know. Fuck.
Given the situation, the World Detective Organization couldn't wait any longer and decided to act.
and I'm losing the plot. What do you mean by UG? What is the UG? What is U? What the hell is UG?
Oh, look! A human! It's been a while.
As a result, master detectives are gathering in Kanai Ward. And that's pure speculation, mind you. We won't know the full details until we arrive.
I see. Thank you very much.
I'm just glad I got some of them. I feel like I could get more.
Speaking of, this train is called the Amaterasu Express, isn't it?
Yes. The Amaterasu Express is an entirely driverless train developed by the Amaterasu Corporation. The WDO made arrangements to prepare it for arrival at Kanai Ward. Normally, it has no passenger cars for the trip to Kanai Ward, but they added ours as a special exception. It features enough passenger space for all of us and a lavish dining car. Quite the warm welcome. A perfect setup to persuade us nothing is amiss in Kanai Ward. By the way, the windows and doors are completely
What is
locked
happening
until
to
we arrive.
Melanie's name? So there are things that are amiss that it's not telling me?
They say it's for our safety, but I feel as though we're stuck in a big, moving coffin.
All the sash windows are sealed, so they can't be opened. I, Pucci, confirmed it myself prior to the train's departure. Perhaps these measures were taken to prevent infiltrators or stowaways. Once it's en route, the Amaterasu Express becomes a box that's impossible to enter or exit.
If you feel up to it, why don't you take a look around? But you can't access the 5th car, the one at the end. The door appears to be broken and won't open.
I mean, both sides weren't opening initially.
Broken?
Well, go ahead and see for yourself.
Right.
Bank up. What do I want to ask the Master Detectives? Amaterasu.
What is the Amaterasu Corporation?
In short, Amaterasu is a freaking huge company. You see their products practically everywhere in daily life. They make everything from kids' toys to fighter jets, industrial goods, electronics, and pharmaceuticals, everything.
The Ben 10 brainstorm device.
Big companies always got dark underbellies. With Amaterasu, with their smoke, there's a whole building burning down.
Hello.
That's a detective joke. Funny, huh?
Yeah, hilarious. Hoot.
Sure, I got it, thanks.
Has anything you heard sound familiar?
Your voice.
It feels like my first time hearing about any of it. Sorry.
Also, that was just the 5.
I
Why
see.
wasn't the other guy
It's
involved?
alright. Just tell us if you do remember anything.
Thank you.
He seems nice and all, but maybe he's the imposter.
Huh?
We're not having like fucking Truman Show, like Danganronpa. Everyone's watching. The whole crowd
did
is watching.
someone just speak?
And that like maybe our old friend is actually the cameraman.
No.
Hey, what's wrong? You've gone pale.
He's already pale. Have you seen his hair?
How about you have something warm to drink and get some rest? Although we only seem to have coffee here.
I mean, coffee can be warm. I don't like coffee. It can be warm.
Do you drink it black? Or do you need some milk?
Can I just have the milk? I like milk.
Runt probably wants milk.
Yes, I do. And I'll want the milk no matter how old or big I am.
Hey, how old are you anyway? I can't tell from the way you dress.
Never mind him. Here, have a drink to warm yourself up.
Thank you.
You sure?
What was that voice earlier? Am I hearing things?
You don't think that's disgusting? The drink you just had?
I have amnesia, and now I'm
I don't
hearing
lie.
things. What's happening to me? I wonder if it has something to do with the 6th person. Besides, who is this 6th uninvited guest anyway? I should think about it a bit. Who is the most suspicious person here?
Quite obvious.
Zange doesn't want to talk about himself.
There's many reasons. No uniform, no no involvement in the conversations or trying to figure things out. He hasn't contributed one thing. He's much older than the rest of you.
Is he staying quiet to avoid drawing attention? Could he be the imposter?
Yes.
I don't know anything about his powers, so he is suspicious. No matter how much I think about it, we have no proof of anything so far. If I really am a master detective, I could have some useful powers.
Remembering the past.
I wonder if I can somehow remember what those powers were.
Remembering now won't do any good.
There it is again. I keep hearing that voice. Jeez, what's happening to me?
Hey, Runt!
Uh-huh?
Get over here. The old man is gonna show off his powers.
Zange?
You say I can go to the other.
Hey.
Where are you off to? Aren't you gonna check out the old man's powers? Get over here! What is this? Won't come back.
Although I am reluctant to do so, I shall demonstrate my forte. You forced my hand. Otherwise, suspicions will continue to mount against me.
What's that? Your cell phone?
Quiet.
That was interesting.
There it is again. I can feel Zange using his forte.
As I've said before, my power is thoughtography. I can project my memories onto electronic mediums to generate and record footage.
To generate. But you could use that to cause any sort of alarm, right?
The recorded clip shows what occurred approximately 5 minutes ago. I suppose it's faster to simply show you.
That's definitely the scene that took place about 5 minutes ago.
I can only record about 2 to 3 seconds. Back in my prime, I was able to do 10. Also, as memories fade, the recorded footage will also fade. The rule of thumb is that it lasts around 48 hours.
The memory or the image?
But by copying it to another device before it fades, footage can be used as evidence during investigations and in court.
Pardon me, but are you sure this is thoughtography? It appears as though you captured footage from a hidden camera.
Like I said, isn't he just a cameraman? He's a fucking dream generator.
All you do is doubt everybody. Be constructive for once.
He's supposed to be a detective.
You think being suspicious isn't constructive? Don't you believe that the truth lies beyond all suspicion?
Yep, a detective's job is to suspect others.
I'm hearing things again. My memories haven't returned, and the voices keep getting louder. It's giving me a headache. It's like my own body doesn't belong to me.
Young man, are you all right? You don't seem well.
I'm sorry. I feel a little dizzy.
I believe you should rest.
Maybe a nap will help get your memories back.
The passenger rooms from Car 3 and beyond are all full, so you should use Car 1 at the front. I believe there's an infirmary in there. It should be easy to monitor from where we're at in the second car.
Monitor? You've got some nerve.
Will you be alright on your own? Or do you need some company?
Don't turn it down now.
Sheesh, get a grip, will ya?
Sorry.
Huh? Did you say something?
No, it's nothing. I'm alright. I can get there by myself. Wait.
It's locked. You gotta find the key first. The key!
Where's the key? Is it somewhere in the first car?
I see.
If an entire area of the minimap is shining, that means that the destination or investigative objective is nearby. Let's take a closer look around.
Okay. Use that to break the door open. This door leads outside. I guess I wouldn't find it.
It's not here. It opened.
Hey! It's time to get up! How long are you gonna sleep? Get up, or I'll boom kill you!
Huh?
Well,
Hmm? So you can finally see cute little me! It's all taking root!
alright.
What? Huh? What is this thing?
How can you call me a thing when I'm so adorable? Well, aren't you rude?
It's talking! Not only am I hearing things, I'm seeing things too! I've completely lost it!
Snap out of it! You're my master, aren't you?
Master?
That's right. We exchanged an intimate secret pact just between us.
Huh? What pact?
What? You've forgotten all about how we were so passionately bound together? Oh, how cold of you! After I offered myself to you, and you alone! You're so irresponsible. Take ownership of your actions.
I don't know what to do.
Two of you now?
Kidding. Of course you forgot. That's part of the contract. You don't get a death god for free, you know. If you want to eat, you gotta bring something to the table.
Wait, what did you just say? A death god?
Call me Shinigami.
Hello, Shinigami.
Death god sounds so ominous and creepy. That ain't my style, you know. I'm too cute for that. I was born too pure and innocent. That's why I prefer to go by Shinigami. Anyway, that's my name. Don't wear it out.
Oh, okay.
Good answer, Master.
You keep calling me Master. Wait, are you haunting me?
Please, call me Shinigami.
Shinigami?
Yup. Of course, I'm 100% haunting you. I'm haunting you like your life depends on it. That was your wish after all. That's why we made that contract.
That's what I wanted?
And for our sweet, sweet contract, you offered something in return.
Offered? You mean...
You finally got it? You offered your own memories.
Just like Monokuma wanting memories of the student.
You tossed away your entire past and smashed our fates together.
That's why I have amnesia?
The euphoria from completing our contract made you pass out in that room. Even though you woke up, it took some time for me to take root in you.
Yeah, it really is mad to see Miller, isn't it?
But I can talk to you now, which makes me happy. That.
What?
Which is it? Why would I make a contract with you? Why did I offer my memories?
Sorry, but I can't share the contract's details with you. Those are the rules.
Why not? Tell me!
No can do. That's the contract. By the way, Master, something's been bothering me.
What is it?
2 hours have gone by since you passed out.
Huh? 2 hours?
Yep, and here I was, waiting for you to wake up. Admirable, right? But during that time, no one came to check on you. They're all so cruel, you know? Maybe they forgot about you.
Speaking of, why am I here? Is this the restroom in the first car? That's right. I felt sick at the dining car, so I was looking for the key to the infirmary.
You should watch your own health, Master. We share mind and body. When you feel sick, I get irritated too.
That's not gonna work out. That means it's gonna be a cacophony of emotions and problems.
Your haunting presence is probably why I felt sick in the first place.
Oh, lovely. Way to push the blame onto our poor Shinigami friend here. That's not gonna be good.
Hey, don't blame me. Anyway, you better hurry and take a look around.
That's right. Where are the others?
Okay. You already looked at me. I'm not gonna get any more for doing that.
Smoke? What's going on?
It's me! How mysterious!
What? Weren't you watching over me the whole time?
I can't be separated from you. That should be obvious since I'm haunting you. All I saw was your dumb sleeping face in the restroom. I've no clue what happened outside.
So what happened here?
Hey, look! There's smoke coming in through the cracks of the door!
Right! Is there a fire?
Well, you have a fire exhaust.
So, it's burning?
Jeez.
Now I'm getting excited!
Excited? We have to do something!
You have that. What's up? Fire hydrant.
What's going on? Zilch! Zilch, please wake up! Zilch! There's too much smoke! I gotta help!
Master, look!
All right. Ow.
Don't touch the glass.
Oh, no way.
Whoa.
Enemy's ambition. I wish I could read that. It literally lasted 0.3 of a second.
Why? Why did this happen?
There's no time to rest. If you're a detective, you know what to do.
Investigate?
Huh?
Search the body. You need to confirm if someone is really dead by checking the body.
Me? Maybe I should ask for help.
Can I even do like that kind of check?
Why would a detective run from a corpse?
I don't know that I'm a detective.
Well, you sure are one. Otherwise, you wouldn't have asked for help from yours truly.
Huh? What's that supposed to mean?
Your past.
I'll explain another time.
Nah,
But
too
since
much
you've
words,
forgotten, I'll be your mentor and train you to be a proper detective. So, get to it.
I'm really doing this.
Of course, the mystery is practically solved when a detective is first on the scene. Time to investigate!
It's completely charred. No movement. No breathing either. I can't feel a pulse. The smell of burnt flesh is too much for me. A knife is still lodged in the chest. This is the only knife wound. I don't see any other injuries.
In the charred body?
Well, how's our corpse doing?
Dead, without a doubt.
Thought so. Kinda charred after all. You really didn't even need to check. Don't be so glum. You had to check the corpse in any case.
It's not that. I mean, if I'd noticed sooner.
You think you could have saved a life? Forget about it. If you're so worried, try CPR. Though, you'll be tasting soot doing that to such a charred corpse. What's dead is dead. Never let that get you down.
Right. I have to tell the others about this.
I smell a case!
AED from the infirmary. Using this on Zilch. Are we sure this is Zilch? On Zilch now, probably won't help.
Well,
You want to use it on that human charcoal? If he did come back to life, you wouldn't be happy about it.
This is
medical equipment from the infirmary. They know how to use it.
but
Even if you did know how to use it, there's no saving someone that crispy. The guy was charred black before you got into the room.
This is...
Fire extinguisher I used is on the floor. Looks like it's mostly empty now.
Master,
You opened the lock and put out the fire. That was some quick thinking, Master.
It was right there in front of him.
And now you can check out the corpse up close and personal.
Okay.
Melanie? No way. Is this a dream? This has to be a dream, right?
maybe it's a nightmare.
Please, I want to wake up. I can't take this anymore.
You're so pitiful, you know that? You sure you're the guy who sold your soul to me?
What are you anyway? Friend or foe?
You're a friend, of course. After all, you're my master. Isn't that nice? I'm your friend, and I'll be haunting you till death do us part.
I don't get it! Why would I make a contract with a death god? Wait, do they even really exist? Maybe this floating thing is just a figment of my imagination.
Oh, great.
Shut up, you're trapped! You memoryless, courageless, brainless detective! this is a nightmare to you, then you gotta use all you got.
Ah, you gotta give it everything you've got, eh?
'Cause it's a game!
But what can I even do?
That's why I'll be your teacher and mentor. I'll make you a proper detective yet. Just listen to me and everything will be a-okay. First, check the scene of the crime like you did earlier. Now stand up. Come on!
It's Melanie, all right.
Are we sure?
She's completely burnt to a crisp, but I recognize what parts are left of her face. There's no pulse or breath. No doubt she's been dead for a while. There's a bottle of liquor nearby. Maybe that was used to start the fire.
You found 2 corpses back to back? You sure are reeling them in. Talk about beginner's luck.
There's nothing lucky about this at all!
Also, if he's a beginner, then how the fuck was he the guy that sold his soul to you to find an answer and be a detective prior? Is he a detective that asked to have this binding contract, or is he a beginner? Which one is it?
So, what's the cause of death?
Huh? Oh, there aren't any obvious external wounds.
So she burned to death. The other one also got incinerated.
Such a cruel way to die. What's going on here? This is...
There are empty liquor bottles around. All of them apparently have high alcohol content. Would Melody have been set fire with this?
Alcohol's the best way to cook the stench out of meat, after all.
What a rich fragrance! How about a taste, Master?
What's that? I don't even think it's just lighting or what?
This feels very, very well done.
This is...
There are a bunch of liquor bottles in the shelf. Could they have been used to set Melody on fire?
Yeah, that's right.
She was literally flambéed with some pricey looking liquor. Huh? Not a bad way to go.
Welcome.
Let's go to the next one.
Okay.
Huh? Did it just shake? What was that? The lights went out for a
derailing?
moment and came back on.
Was it delinking between the carriage?
Oh, it got dark outside. Looks like we're in a tunnel. Anyway, shouldn't you be hurrying? You should probably tell the other master detectives, yeah?
Aren't they dead?
Right, that's right.
She's kind of...
Hey! Is anyone there? We need help in the first 2 cars! Zange! Pucci! Apex! Anybody!
No response. I smell a tragedy. This is like the very picture of hell. Woohoo! One mystery after another. I can't hold back from a this excitement.
We have to find the others right away!
I'm getting excited here! Come on.
Detective Webb, what do you think you're going to be back in car 2? There's no one alive in there. You're supposed to go check car 3 now.
Poochie. Oh, no way.
And that's number 3! It's a hat trick! Or a turkey, right? Miss Beautiful! Master, if you don't want to end up like this, then you better be more prudent.
Huh?
The train hasn't gotten to the destination yet, and you can't get off halfway. Which means whoever killed these guys is still in the train, right?
The killer? But who would do such a thing?
You'll find out if you investigate. You better nail it, Master. Regardless, you should leave the door open to be safe. Gotta make sure you don't get cornered.
Yeah.
You think that's safer, lying way in?
This is...
This big teddy bear might have been Poochie's personal belonging.
You better be careful, Master. My Sully start going.
Why? What would do that?
'Cause it's a game!
It's just a teddy bear. As if something that strange could happen. Yes, we know. We know. We know very well.
This is...
There's a set of cat ear headphones. Poochie must have a lot of headphones.
She never took off her headphones, even in front of people, right? How rude.
Let's not speak ill of the dead. Who's you had a reason? Are they really dead?
Is this Poochie's bag?
Because it seems so fucking anticlimactic to actually kill them all. Instead of just being attacked.
Maybe there's a weapon for
Sad.
self-defense inside. It'd be good for you to check it out.
I'm sorry, Poochie. I'm taking a look inside. There's a change of clothes and travel supplies. No weapons or other self-defense items.
It's a wash then. It was sitting there like a treasure chest, so I was hoping there'd be a rare metal inside.
Why is this happening? Even Poochie.
Master, let's move on if you're done here. There's no time to waste.
Right. Where's Zange? And Aphex, too. It's Poochie's corpse. I can barely make out what's left of her face. She doesn't appear to have any external wounds. There's a blanket over her torso. Looks like she was burned when the blanket was set on fire.
Yep, it's a corpse.
Of course it is.
Whose bag
Durlin?
is this? Oh, it's open. Is it okay for me to look inside?
You're a detective. Why even ask? Detectives search people's bags and cupboards all the time. Smashing pots to find what they want is part of the job.
Oh, great. You have
That's
to
too much.
infiltrate everybody.
Notice. World Detective Organization Human Resources. Dear Zilch Alexander, you are hereby dispatched to the Special Autonomous Region of Kanai Ward. Dispatch duration, indefinite.
Indefinite because you're dead.
Use the enclosed ticket to board the Amaterasu Express to Kanai Ward. Rendezvous with the Master Detectives on site. Upon arrival, proceed to the Nocturnal Detective Agency, World Detective Organization, Kanai Ward Branch. There, you will receive further instructions. Go
Okay,
forth,
nice.
proud detectives.
Seating
Eliminate
person.
all mysteries from this world. This is a letter for Zilch, so this must be his bag. The only things inside are work documents, nothing else of note.
Ah, that's no fun.
Clothes brush and an animal print glasses.
This is...
Zilch clothing brush. There's some fur stuck in the bristles.
Then,
Why was he in a different carriage if this is his stuff?
Maybe he was a clean freak. Not that it all matters now that he's burned to the crisp.
Zilch.
This is...
It's a glasses case with an animal print on it. Nothing inside. This probably belongs to Zilch.
right.
He was the only one in the train wearing glasses after all.
I mean, Zanj was wearing that weird monocle.
This isn't a passenger room. The sign says backup control room.
Wow, it looks like a secret base. Don't you want to destroy these whenever you see them?
No. There's no one here, so I should go look for help somewhere else.
How about you check out that machine over there? Maybe it'll help you figure out what happened. It's okay, I won't break it.
Fine.
You just gotta hit this thing and it'll be good as new.
Oh, there's an intercom.
In an emergency, press this button and speak to into the receiver.
Yeah, and now I'll report this to Control Headquarters and call for help.
Transmission's dead.
It won't connect. Why?
If it doesn't connect during an emergency, it's totally useless.
If this system was completely automated, a report should have been sent to Control Headquarters about the fire.
Maybe everyone in Control Headquarters is already dead, and you're the last living human in the world.
What a horrible thing to say. This is the train map. The shining part must be the train's current location. After we exit this long tunnel we just entered, we'll reach Kanai Ward in no time.
It's been a long trip, but I'm sure it's been a shorter one for a certain napping detective.
What's this machine? There appears to be instructions. Backup control system?
The control system automatically manages the electricity within the train. When the main control system fails, it will switch to the backup system afterwards.
So the control system manages the electricity. This one is the backup, not the main one.
Hey, what about the file over here? What does it say?
It looks like an explanation about autonomous driving. The control system will supply electricity as programmed and drive the train. But all train cars on the train have motors that run autonomously. Because of that, it can easily climb steep slopes.
It's got 4 times the power.
I guess everything here relies on that control system. So, if you destroy the main and backup control systems, you can stop the train.
Right now, the control system is functioning, so the train is still moving with no issues. The monitor displays an operation log, but there's no record that the train has stopped at all.
Yeah. Master, while you were sleeping like a log, I never sensed the train stopping either.
The doors won't open unless it stops, and the windows are all locked. No one can get on or off while it's en route. Huh?
What's wrong, Master?
I noticed the backup control system is operating.
Well, it's better that it's running. All the electricity is managed by the control system, after all.
Does that mean the main one got blown out? Good
Anyway,
backups.
Master, I'm
Running.
bored of this place. Let's move on already.
Move on because you're bored?
This looks like some kind of control device. Might be dangerous. I should touch it. So I shouldn't touch it.
Right.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to press the wrong button and cause a train to derail.
In the end, there weren't any survivors in this train car. You better go check the next one.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right.
Let's go to the next one!
Is anyone there?
Watch out!
The music sounds a bit like Zero's game.
There's nothing here. I don't see luggage or anything else.
If each person gets their own room, then someone got nothing, right? It can't be. Yep, it's nothing.
That's what someone got.
Hmm?
And there are magazines scattered on the desk. That was a loud
There's a pro wrestling magazine. What are the hot angles these days?
I don't think it has anything to do with the case. Look somewhere else. Who does this jacket belong to? It's on. Looks like something they fixed. You sure?
Say,
You check the pockets.
Nothing is bad.
If you don't know who it belongs to, it doesn't make a very good clue.
This is...
There are lots of dishes on the table. We can't turn down free samples. Even by the mouth.
Oh yeah, so many reasons why someone would keep tissues next to the bed.
Ugh. Applying shit, really. Is that really necessary? Ew.
Sange. Why? How did this happen?
4 dead balls in a row! A rocket with loaded faces!
What? Do you think this is funny because you're a death god?
No. I think it's awesome! My heart's fluttering with joy! Each death takes the mystery even deeper! So mystical!
This is all wrong. This looks like Sange's bag. There's nothing inside that matters.
Can we even see his bag before?
This is
These might belong to Dog. Yeah. They look no use. Really old.
Say,
Why don't you look inside the notebook? There might be something about the case.
These are records of past cases they had. If there isn't any information about this current case. Because he's involved
you
in
Ray?
victims.
Guess not.
Sange. He's burnt to a crisp. I can just barely discern his face, though. I can't find any particular external wounds, just like the other corpses. He was also incinerated in a burning blanket, like Zilch in the first car and Poochie
So
in the
did
third one.
Apex go, well, whoever isn't burnt to a crisp is the imposter and would burn everybody?
All three of them were sleeping in bed and murdered by immolation? Oh, what's this?
They were all burned in the same place and carried the bodies over.
Zange's cell phone. Maybe his photography left
Because the
something
bed
behind.
isn't burnt. I mean, the bed has stains on it. It's not burnt.
No good. Just a video of me drinking coffee. It can't help me solve this mess. That's 4 of them. Who could have done this? Wait! There are just 6 people on the train, including myself. And I found 4 bodies. Zilch, Melanie, Poochie, and Zange. The only one left is... Aphex?
Took you long enough. I knew from the very start. You still need work, Master. I'll be sure to train you well.
So Aphex is the culprit? He murdered the others in such a deranged way?
He's got a short fuse, so maybe it was a crime of passion. He probably lied about being a master detective.
No, he's a master detective for sure. I sensed him use his powers.
You sensed it?
But if he betrayed the WDO and became an Amaterasu Corporation spy, it's reasonable to conclude he killed the other master detectives to sabotage our efforts.
Anyway, time to boom kill that psycho! You were totally about to say that, right, Master?
Yes, absolutely.
Not at all. If he finds me, I'm done for.
I'm actually surprised you haven't died yet. You look like you'd be the first to die.
Thanks.
I won't deny it. I probably got overlooked. I was supposed to be in the infirmary in the first car, but I passed out in the restroom, right? Maybe that's why the killer didn't find me.
Oh, I just remembered!
Keep making her do this.
Huh? What's up?
Her arm.
Master, I told you that while you were passed out, no one came to the restroom. But one time, the door did open, I think. By the time I noticed, the door closed again. I don't know who was there. Now that I think about it, could it have been that guy with the short fuse?
So he let
Look
me
at
go?
that.
Why?
The fucking, like, magnifying glass and the stars?
Maybe he thought you weren't even worth killing. You're an incompetent guy with amnesia. That wasn't a diss, just a fact.
Really?
I know.
Now that we know who the culprit is, we have to find him before the train arrives.
Find him and do what?
Boom, kill him.
Catch him, of course, and it's all up to you, Master.
That's impossible!
It's fine. There's no time to waste.
Nothing's fine about it!
Check, check!
It's a woman's travel bag. There's a name here. Melanie Goldmine. Looks like makeup and travel supplies. Nothing noteworthy.
Hey, did you check to see if someone's hiding nearby?
Yeah, no one's here.
You sure? What if he's hiding in the back?
Even a child couldn't hide in there.
You don't know that. You're up against a master detective, remember? What if there's a master detective who has the appearance of a child, but the mind of an adult?
Of course there isn't.
You sure about that? I think there's totally a detective like that out there.
This is...
There are women's clothes on the bed. I wonder if they belong to Melanie.
Yeah, that's right.
Those are some flashy friends. She definitely got the looks in the city. And now she's all fired up. Guess she won't be wearing it anymore.
Melanie. When did she have to die?
This is...
It's a pouch with cosmetics on the desk. This must belong to that Melanie. She'll never use it again.
Well,
You shouldn't have played makeup to Fresh Burns after all. Haha.
Is makeup flammable? Just bad on the skin.
It got brighter. Guess we made it through the tunnel.
When is this gonna be a dream, this part?
which means we're almost there. At this rate, you'll let the murderer escape.
Another
shaking? What is it this time?
Master, you gotta hurry!
The next train car is the 5th one. This train has 5 cars in total, so this is the last one. Oh, but...
But you can access the 5th car, the one at the end. The door appears to be broken and won't open.
The door was supposed to be broken, right?
Master, you better hurry!
It's a map of the train.
Doesn't tell me much.
Hey, it opened. Was it repaired?
Was it unlocked?
It's been wrecked. What happened here?
Master, look over there!
Dead body. No way. There can't be a 5th corpse. Because that would mean everyone except me is dead.
So mysteriful. Even I'm getting confused now. Anyway, time to investigate.
This isn't a fake. It's a real corpse, isn't it?
It is, without a single doubt, the bona fide remains of a human. I'm positive about that. I specialize in corpses, after all.
I'll check for signs of life, just in case.
Come on out in this life. I don't know. Let's see what's inside.
No, he's completely dead. Huh? His necklace looks familiar. Wait, it's the same one Aphex was wearing.
Looking at the body type of the corpse, matches the guy with the short fuse.
His face is burned beyond recognition, but could this really be Aphex?
So when looking around for details, you want to remember what they're wearing more than what they look like, because that's going to stay more pristine.
You might find it unbelievable, but it seems like it. So his cause of death was also fire?
Yeah, I don't see any other external trauma.
Did we go psycho when we got knocked
Wait,
out?
there's an injury on his chest.
Hey, you're right. I'm surprised you noticed.
Is it a stab wound? Looks like he was pierced with a blade.
Does he get -2 at the end of every turn, and the controller takes 2 damage?
If that's the case, was he stabbed to death?
No, he could have been incapacitated by the stabbing and then burned. It's impossible to determine the cause of death with what we have.
Creature gets -2, and on the controller of the creature's upkeep, 3 damage.
Oh? You've gone full throttle in this investigation. Good job! To me, for being your mentor.
But why Aphex?
Yep, this corpse is real too.
Lovely. Aphex John Cops out of that.
Hey!
Aren't you glad his neck is still on? You wouldn't be able to tell who it is otherwise.
More curious about the stab in his chest. Why is it here? Because that's how they were initially killed.
It says main control room B. It's no use, it won't open. There's a driver's seat in there, but I don't see anyone. The autonomous driving device is there, but not on.
Hey, Master, maybe someone's hiding in there. Any way you can bust it open?
I don't think so. The door looks too sturdy. Also, I don't think it's possible for someone to be hiding in there. Aphex and Poochie both said that there were only 6 people on the train.
So do you think whoever did this might have killed themselves as well?
So, including me, there can only be 6 of us here.
I see. Oh, why are there 2 control
ultimate
rooms in a
Tesla?
single train car?
They probably have control rooms so it can go in either direction. This is the last car for where we're heading, but it'll be the front car on the way back.
Oh, well, now that you mention it, there is a control room in the front train car too.
It won't open. But this is the last train car. There's nowhere else to go from here. It won't open. But this is...
I'm not entirely sure what you want me to do, man.
This is...
Bed in your family is burnt and living inside. Why is only this bed turned off like? Why are some of your voice lines much louder?
Maybe it's like evidence of some kind. Just a hunch.
What's on the other side?
This is...
AED set up in your family. There's no sign of this.
No point using on someone who's already burned to a crisp. Yeah.
This is...
Medical devices, just like those in car 1.
Hey,
This train is unmanned, right? There's no one on the train who knows how to use this sort of device. Why even have one?
Huh? What's this?
What is it? Did you find something?
The interior lock is open right now, but there's
Interior
something odd about the
crocodile
latch.
alligator. I drive a Chevrolet movie theater.
Look, there appears to be blood on it.
Hmm? Oh, you're right.
Let me try to slide it.
That's a bloodstain, all right. But why is blood there?
Because they're killed somewhere else. And then drag the corpse over here.
It seems the blood got on there while the door was locked.
There's an explosion?
That's evidence of something for sure. No harm keeping it in mind. Sure hope you got all that down.
No. I have no idea what the fuck.
The restroom is in terrible shape. The mirror is cracked and covered in soot. There's no one inside.
You see nothing I can interact with.
Huh? That's weird. This area seems more burnt somehow.
Maybe there was something flammable in there.
Do you think the whole train caught on fire, but you were safe because you were in the bathroom then? It's the only place that was protected. Maybe we want to look at the walls of the bathroom that we were in. The infirmary or whatever. It was the bathroom that we were in. We want to look at the walls of the bathroom that we're in. So we can check if there's some sort of protective layering there.
See? Look there! There are traces of something that got burned.
Is that some sort of plate displaying the train car number? But why is this the only one completely burnt? It doesn't seem particularly flammable. It says main control room A.
A.
It's no use. It won't open. There's a driver's seat in there, but I don't see anyone. The autonomous driving device is there, but not on.
Thank you for choosing the Amaterasu Express Direct to Kanai Ward.
That is Sean Chiplow.
We are approaching Kanai Ward. Please mind your belongings.
Master, we're almost at the station! You have to catch the culprit!
Catch who? Everyone besides me is dead!
Are you sure it's everyone? Calm down and count again.
I mean, we saw the buddies for, or at least excuse buddies for all of them. We saw first Zilch, and then we saw Melanie, and then we saw Gucci, and then we saw Zonj, and then we saw recently Apex.
Zilch in car 1, Melanie in car 2, Poochie in car 3, Zange in car 4, and Aphex in car 5. See? That's 5. Everyone besides me is dead.
That makes you the only possible killer, Master. Did you do it?
Well, he was unconscious and it's like...
No! That's not possible! But I can't say for certain. I lost my memories, and now I'm seeing a death god. There's something wrong with me. Death gods are said to reap human souls. Maybe because I'm being haunted by one.
You did it.
Maybe subconsciously,
We are approaching Kanai Ward. Please watch your step while exiting the train.
Investigation.
We've arrived! What's it gonna be, huh? What are you gonna do?
I don't know. Huh? What?
This looks bad! Step out of it! Run!
Run? But...
Master, those guys from before are still on the platform. Run to the front train car.
Why is this happening to me?
They're coming in! We gotta go! I wonder if Master can even make snap judgments.
You might find yourself in a pinch during the course of the downstream instructions get out of restricted situations. That is not good. You need to change control. Okay. Because the other one doesn't have the L2 button. If they choose L2, I'd lose. Fair enough.
You might find yourself in detention because of detective work. Following the on-screen instructions to get out of those tricky situations.
Master doesn't
And
make
there's a time limit for
mistakes.
input, so be careful.
Right? Right?
Who are these people? The police?
They're not your friends, that much is for
I
sure.
also don't remember necessarily which button is which. I was lucky to remember that Y was on the left and not top. That's probably going to catch me
Considering the
out.
crime scene, they're totally gonna pin it on you.
But... Oh!
That's the volume.
They're gonna arrest you! Run!
That wasn't okay. What if they threw a nasty one later on there? Amatage Rasu Corporation, many products are in development, some of which cannot be made public.
like you're done for.
Wait, please, listen to me. I can explain.
Huh. What's there to talk about? You're a master detective of the WDO, aren't you? The name's Swank Katzenel. I'm with the Amaterasu Corporation's peacekeepers.
Quite the name and appearance.
Amaterasu Corporation peacekeepers?
Don't act like you don't know. You're a WDO detective for crying out loud. Or are you some sort of imposter?
No, I'm not.
Just because he's a detective doesn't mean he's going to inform them who you are or where he is or anything. Employed people who know very little about this.
I think.
You think? Well, I don't care either way. What's about to happen has already been decided.
Which is?
The peacekeepers are the defenders of law and executioners in Kanai Ward. If the unjust wander into my space, they will be eliminated.
Eliminated?
Execution?
Hey, isn't Kanai Ward under the complete
Paper
control
by
of
paper
Amaterasu?
plane.
Meaning, these people are like the police here.
Police? But it's just some company security department.
Hey! Who are you talking to?
Oh, right! You're the only one who can see me, thanks to our contract, Master. It's a bit cliche at this point, huh?
Don't laugh! Help me!
I'll ask again. Who do you think you're talking to, huh? Talk about suspicious.
I'm sorry.
Tell me how you're gonna explain this situation. We prepared that trip to welcome you all here, but an internal fight sprawling into a bloodbath was unexpected.
It's not what it looks like. There's a perfectly logical explanation behind this.
Oh, really?
You're the culprit.
Huh?
Well, that was direct. Master, try your best to beat him.
What?
No, I really don't know anything. Everyone was killed while I was asleep.
I don't think so. While the other detectives were asleep, you killed them. As proof, there's the coffee and wine.
What's going on?
What the?
We found coffee and wine in the dining car.
Yeah, they were drugged. And that's why they were able to be stabbed. Also, the coffee that put you to sleep. That's why you went into the bathroom.
When we checked the second car earlier, I had a subordinate drinking. You can see what happened.
So you can see that he. Okay, I know exactly what to do. Where is Zange's fucking mobile? Where's his phone? So, if we can prove that our boy here drunk the coffee, then they got fucking. They've got proof that he would have fallen asleep. So he's telling the truth.
Looks like some sort of knockout drug was mixed into it.
Drug?
Yeah, which is why you fell asleep.
Which means you drugged the
No, it doesn't.
detectives
Where's
and
Zonja's?
killed them
Where's
while they
Zonja's
were
corpse?
passed out.
Where's his phone?
Wow, he may just be a lowly grunt, but he knows his stuff. He could be trouble.
He's not trouble at all. He just gave us the answer. Where's Zonja's phone?
Why do you sound so impressed?
Where's Zonja's phone?
So did you figure out the cause of death?
Pretty sure it's the fucking stab wounds. But like, then they were immolated afterwards, after death.
Yes, they all burned to death.
Huh? All of them?
How cruel of you to kill them like that. What's your end game in this? Is it money or is it money?
Or is it money?
If it's money, then hand over everything you swiped. I promise I'll show mercy to your wallet.
He just wants money! That's no fair!
I'm not the culprit.
Yes, you are! You're the culprit!
No,
Zonja's phone.
I'm not the perpetrator. But do I know that for sure?
Zonja's phone. You were drugged by the fucking coffee.
In this situation, who else besides me could have done it? There were, without a doubt, only 6 people on the train, and 5 of them were killed.
They could have killed themselves, as iconic as that.
So the only possibility is...
Just admit it! I know you're the culprit!
What am I supposed to do?
Admit it now! You're guilty!
Am I the killer?
No.
Come on, confess!
Maybe it's better if I confess for now.
No. Where's Zonja's phone?
It could be better to get through this now and get some time to think about it.
Why confess if you didn't do it? Master, you're an idiot! Dumb won't kill you!
Huh? You heard me? I didn't say it out loud.
There you go again, talking to yourself. Must be crazy or something.
I hear your thoughts too. I told you we share the same mind and body. Anyway, never mind that. Why are you giving up already?
Well, there's nothing I can do.
Where is Zonja's phone, for fuck's sake?
Wrong. The mystery solving has just begun. Why did you make a contract with me to begin with?
Huh? What do you mean?
Stop talking to yourself, you unstable psycho! Bring him down, men! Confiscate anything of value he has while you're at it.
Oh, don't sound so pitiful! I'll show you what I'm made of right now! Come on, Master! Your mind and body ready!
What the fuck? Are you kidding me? Fucking Sailor Moon. Blue reflection and shit going on. That's supposed to mean.
What is this? What's happening?
What's that supposed to do for us? Zildjian's belongings, most of his belongings are made of fur, and he always carries something.
What's this? What's going on? Ah! Who are you?
What do you mean? I've been with you the entire time!
Wait, you're Shinigami?
Oh, Great! Guess you can't tell because I'm not Puffy anymore. I can only access the Mystery Labyrinth if I'm at full power, so I had to change forms. But some parts of me are still nice and puffy. It's true. Wanna touch?
I'm okay. Anyway, what's going on? It's like time has stopped. And what's that hole?
That hole is connected to the Mystery Labyrinth.
Mystery Labyrinth?
You'll find out when you enter. Come on, let's go!
Wait, you have to tell me! What's a Mystery Labyrinth?
Save the deeds for later, kid! Down the rabbit hole we go!
Awesome. Forensic Forte. Those exhibiting innate talent or for special powers like clairvoyance or mind reading are trained by the WDO to develop natural. They've definitely taken inspiration, especially with the QTEs, but a few things from AI.
Where am I?
What do you think of my awesome powers? This is what you obtained in exchange for your memories, Master.
You did this, Shinigami? Is this why I made a pact with you? I don't understand any of this. Where are we?
Simply put, it's an alternate universe. It's got that kind of vibe, right?
An alternate universe.
Hey, you don't sound
Oh,
surprised.
Persona 5,
Come on,
isn't it?
it's awesome. You probably think it's cliched, huh? Well, this isn't any old alternate universe.
It is a bit cliche, yeah. Persona especially.
Check this out. Ta-da! This is the Mystery Labyrinth. It's a maze that materializes mysteries from the real world.
Materializes mysteries?
Unsolved mysteries become lost to time, right? Well, here, they actually take shape as a mystery labyrinth. Now, this maze is the materialized form of the unsolved murders that took place on the Amaterasu Express.
This maze is the mystery?
Yeah, solve the maze, solve the mystery.
I have the power to interact with this mystery labyrinth. And that's why we were able to come here in the first place. Anyway. Master, we're gonna beat the Amaterasu Express Massacre Mystery Labyrinth.
What happens when we beat it?
In every case, there's a hidden truth. And we have to find the truth deep inside this mystery labyrinth. So, if we beat this mystery labyrinth, the truth of that case will be revealed. Naturally, so will the true identity of the killer. Now, let's solve this thing.
We'll discover the killer's identity too?
You couldn't solve it in reality, so we're solving it in this alternate universe. They're two sides of the same coin. But whether or not you discover the truth depends on the person entering the labyrinth. The more complex the mystery is in the real world, the more complex the maze will be too. Killers in real-world cases throw whatever obstacles they can at investigators, right? Those are also materialized into the maze, so this is gonna be a tough battle.
So, you're saying there are traps in there?
Yep, looks like you're finally getting it. Now that I've explained it all, let's head into the dungeon.
Oh, hold on. I don't understand any of this.
Seriously, you don't get it?
I kinda get it.
Mystery Labyrinth is a maze based on a real
I wanna know
mystery.
what the gameplay's like.
This one is formed from a murder on the Amaterasu Express.
Yep, you're right so far.
So, if there's always a hidden truth inside a Mystery Labyrinth, if we keep going, the Amaterasu Express case will be solved?
Yup, you totally get it.
Yeah.
What? I don't get anything! This makes no logical sense!
Makes logical sense, it's just not easy for you to believe.
Sheesh, this is why you're a benchwarmer detective. You're in an alternate universe and hung up on details.
I don't know, there's no details about it.
Of course I am!
Okay, I'll explain more about how it works as we explore the Mystery Labyrinth. If you have any more questions along the way, stare at my boobs for 8 seconds. That'll make all your worries disappear.
Yeah, but that won't solve any problem. Any
No, it won't!
question.
Please, explain everything now!
Relax, relax. I'll tell you in due time. Come on, let's go. Time to unriddle this Mystery Labyrinth. Sorry, I forgot to mention the important keys. Whoopsie.
Keys? You mean for opening doors in the dungeon?
Yeah, something like that, but keys in the Mystery Labyrinth are used to break through mysteries. They're called solution keys, and they're essential to clear the Mystery Labyrinth.
So, where do I find them?
Solution keys are materialized clues for a case. Normally, you'd get them during the investigation. You kinda had to rush through the investigation this time around, so let's briefly review the case. For starters, try to recall all that happened on board the Amaterasu Express.
The Amaterasu Express?
Well, you entered, you're the last one in. They didn't know who the hell you were. They were pretending like they knew each other until we realized that everybody actually was about to introduce themselves. Then we got the introductions for everybody. Then they were trying. One of them figured out that was the incorrect number on board. I think it was Poochie who did that. And then there was some talk about like, why would there be another one? Is it because there's an imposter? And then we'd had a little bit of a brief discussion about things like the Amaterasu Express and who owns it, and Amaterasu Company, and the place we're in now, the K sounding place, I can't fucking remember what it's called. And like how the government has been letting this slip on the slide, and the WDO have been have finally tried to act to see what the hell is going on down in this area, because it hasn't been, legislated or regulated. And then pretty much soon after, as people were trying to say who they were and all that, he started feeling like lightheaded and such, and then was asked if he wanted to drink some coffee, and then he was like, oh no, I'll go to sleep. Then the sleeping thing happened, and we did all the investigation with charred buddies, and then we got into a fight with the security at the destination, and now we're here.
The Amaterasu Express is the only method of transportation in Kanai Ward.
Yeah, that place.
It's an automated, unmanned train with 5 cars. Its doors won't open while in motion, and windows are fixed in place. There were no stops before our destination, so the train kept moving until it arrived at the station.
So we were already at the last place, I guess. Because there was a map saying there was all sorts of stops, but we were after all those stops.
A monitor in the backup control room displays the operation log, and there was no record of the train stopping.
Lovely.
Here's your solution key.
Up on the train. Route map. According to the log, the train did not stop once.
So this is a solution key. But why did it come out of your mouth?
You should puke it.
What do you mean? So I don't have to use my hands. I worked really hard developing this method.
Lovely.
You put thought into this?
So that's how words and events you think are clues get transformed into solution keys.
Oh, great.
Let's keep reviewing what happened in this case.
All right.
My mum would hate it.
I'll do my best.
Especially the puking part.
The incident occurred inside the Amaterasu Express while it was still moving. Including myself, there were 6 master detectives on board. Aphex and Poochie's abilities confirmed there were no other passengers on the train.
Apex and Pucci's fortes proved there were no other passengers and besides the 6 people inside the train car, testing against the 2 detectives.
And who died first again?
We don't know. But the first corpse that we found was Zvi Moshevitz. No, it was Zilch.
It was Zilch in the first car's infirmary. I noticed smoke pouring through the crack of the door, and looking through the window, I saw a knife stuck in Zilch's chest.
Knife stuck in Zilch's chest, knife and cord.
The infirmary was on fire, so smoke quickly filled the whole area. I hurried to open the door, but it wouldn't budge because it was locked.
Does that mean this was a locked room mystery?
No.
Not really. There's a chance the killer had a duplicate key.
That's no fun.
Anyway, I broke the door's window and unlocked the door from the inside to enter the infirmary.
Like, it's when you hear something like this,
That's no fun.
that voice tells me that the voice of Junko. What was her name again? Amanda C. Miller.
By then, Zilch's corpse had burnt to a crisp.
Zilch's corpse discovered in car 1. It was burnt to a crisp.
I wanted to alert the others, so I moved to the second car.
Yeah, so that you could see the others.
But I found Melamie's corpse there. I think she was set on fire with the liquor in the dining car.
Liquor?
Ooh, a flambe! A human flambe.
Melanie's corpse, discovered in car 2, was burnt to a crisp and the face is still barely recognizable.
That reminds me, something was off about car 2. Right before the train entered the tunnel, there was a strange shaking.
Isn't that from entering the tunnel? It's like air pressure. Wind stuff.
That's why we had that weird sound? Because of the tunnel?
And there was a blackout right after.
I thought it was like derailing.
Although it only lasted a moment.
Yeah. What was up with that blackout? Was there one on the other side of the tunnel too?
No. When we exited the tunnel, there was shaking again, but no blackout. There was something else too. Something that happened when we were in the fourth car.
Yeah, I mean, the blackout will only happen when you go in the tunnel. Go out the tunnel, the light again. You're coming out of the tunnel.
I wonder if that's a clue.
can't bloody remember what happened. There's a blackout and a shaking when the train car entered the tunnel. There's another shaking when the train exited.
And the next corpse was the little girl in the third car?
Yeah, it was Poochie. Another burnt body. Just like the first two cars.
Poochie's corpse discovered in car 3. It was burnt so crisp, and the face is just barely recognizable again.
Oh yeah, wasn't there a secret face thing in the third car?
You mean the backup control system? I remember something about that. The control system automatically manages the electricity within the train. When the main control system fails, it will switch to the backup system after 1 second.
Is that what the other thing was that was with the sound?
You may have amnesia, but you've got a pretty good memory. Anything else you can remember?
I did notice that the backup control system was actually operating.
I keep seeing that the names keep switching and being weird and distorted. I don't know what that's about. Especially when I choose to change the text.
And if the backup was on, that means the main system was down, right? What do you think about that?
Backup control systems status is operating the main control system.
Well, the train never stopped, so it doesn't change the fact that no one could get in or out, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Next, you found the geezer's corpse in the fourth car, right? He was also covered in burns. Was there anything strange about that corpse?
He didn't have any external wounds, but he was holding the cell phone he uses for his photography ability.
It would have helped you save yourself from these idiots. Shows you drinking the coffee that drugged you, put you to sleep, so you almost fine.
Oh yeah, that useless ability. It's basically no better than a dash cam. Anyway, forget about the geezer for now. Don't want that old man smell haunting my memories.
Zon's corpse discovered in car 4. The entire body has been burnt to a crisp. Zon's forte created this recorded image. Stayed in the cell found on his corpse.
Next and last is the fifth car. Come on, try to remember it.
Yeah, it was a lot of stuff was like destroyed even outside the rooms. It was like the weird thing that had fallen off the front part that had been burnt. As well as the infirmary had all the same stuff, and the bed was tilted to one side, and apparently that was protecting or blocking from some of the, evidence. So presumably maybe there's an entrance from the bottom of the train.
The body we found in the fifth car was completely charred. It was impossible to tell who it was. But the necklace around the corpse's neck confirmed it was Aphex. We also discovered a stab wound to the chest.
That got us thought to be belonged to Aphex.
Also, judging by things like the plate on the wall, the fifth car appeared to be far more burnt than the other cars.
That's probably the room where everyone was brought to then get burned in. And then it was just set alight within this entire carriage.
Maybe the room ended up like that because the victim was on fire and running around trying to put it out.
No, it was locked. They were all locked into this room and burned together. And they were distributed. But there's also the blood on the locked part of the inside of the infirmary door. The plane identifying Car 5 was burned and distorted in an unusual manner.
Oh, and the blood on the interior lock of the 5th car's infirmary is an important clue, I think.
The infirmary in Car 5 was locked from the inside. A small amount of blood splattered on it. Yeah, they may have all been killed in here. And then they were burnt.
Uh-huh. So, I guess that does it for our review of the case?
Wait, there was something else. After the train arrived at the station.
The other people tasted the wine and the coffee and fell asleep because there's drugs in it which is the same shit that happened here.
According to the Peacekeeper's report, they all burned to death. But that part seems off to me.
It definitely does. I think it's after. They were killed with stab wounds and such. The victims all burned to death, according to them. And maybe that's why the setup. That's why he said it, is because he's in cahoots, and these are the people responsible. Because they want that to be considered the cause of death.
And they also mentioned there was a knockout drug mixed into the drinks in the dining car.
There was a knockout drug mixed into the drinks in the dining car. Coffee in dining car. And wine.
Yeah, I think that's everything of note.
What a big catch! This should be enough solution keys to solve it.
But I still don't know how to use them.
Master, you worry too much. I'm sure it'll turn out fine. Solution keys are important to solving mysteries. Yours truly is important too.
A solution key is a manifestation of clues related to a case. You can acquire or update one by investigating a case and moving the story along.
Sure hope you got all that down.
Acquired solution keys can be viewed in the notebook menu. Try checking one out if the mystery labyrinth becomes too difficult to solve. There's bound to be some useful information.
Shinigami's Tutorial Corner!
Labyrinth skills are abilities that can help you clear mystery labyrinths. Acquire them by spending skill points, SP, which you get when your detective rank increases. Labyrinth skills can be checked and acquired in the abilities section of the notebook menu.
I haven't found that yet.
Set whichever skills suit you best.
You can activate labyrinth skills by setting them, and it requires memory costs, so pay attention to how much you have left.
Time to head off in search of the truth. Let's solve this thing.
Will things really turn out fine?
Oh,
So, this is the mystery labyrinth. It sure looks creepy.
I like your
Hey,
profile.
if we keep going, will we really get to the truth?
Come on, would I lie to you? I told
Quite
you the
possibly.
deepest part of the labyrinth holds the truth, right? So, let's go.
I'm sorry, what? What did you say?
I told you the deepest part of the labyrinth
Oh.
holds the truth, right? So, let's go.
I thought you said this part loud.
I'm so horny for mysteries right
Whoa.
now.
You're... what?
Well, she does have horns in her
Write this
head.
down.
There are places in the Mystery Labyrinth where the path just goes on and on. You can move, you can't move until the scene plays out. So keep following the path till it does.
Scene plays out.
Come on, pay attention.
In abilities, you can check master status as well as acquire and set labyrinth skills.
You better not be
In
skimming
status,
over
you can
this.
check master detective rank, detective points, and the effective skills when they're set.
Hey, Master, do you need a power up?
I think I saw this already.
In skills, labyrinth skills can be acquired by picking up the skill mass you want and spending SP.
Set whichever skills suit you best.
You can activate labyrinth skills by setting them, but it requires memory cost.
Yeah, yeah. Shinigami puzzle sequences. Remove one solution. Key Shinigami lock off. Reasoning deathmatch sequences. Shorten the accessibility. I need to get rid of it. So. All right. Yeah. Hey, scroll up and down. Reasoning deathmatch seems to be a thing that happens a lot. Nice. Is this like climactic reenactment? You have some pictures that are incorrect and some that are correct. And you need to find out which is which. Rotation speed of Shinigami. Is there any other kind of skill I need? Those are the only kind of abilities I can get, only the stuff in here. Well, that will definitely be enough for today. That was a nice start. I'm happy with the way things are going so far. Pretty cool. Alright. Okay, well, I'm not gonna do any, it's already 1 AM. I'm not gonna do any Street Fighter for today. I didn't realize this would go on longer. I actually thought I would stop when the train arrived, but then all the other stuff happened. Have a look at it. Then that took an hour. I think we're good. Okay. Yep. Good to me.
Alright. Good night, everyone.